Conservative Party, and colloquially known as Tories, is one of two main political parties in the United Kingdom, along with the Labour Party. The party sits on the centre right. Centre right. Following its defeat by Labour, sad, 24 general election, it's currently the second largest party by the number of votes cast. Damn, we're so nearly there. As such, the formal parliamentary role of His Majesty encompasses various ideological factions, including One Nation Conservatives, Thatcheries, damn,
That's not how you pronounce that. Is that right?
Thatcherites, amazing. And traditional conservatives. There have been 20 conservative prime ministers. Oh, how do we get a list of
This
those?
is crazy off the dome, actually.
This is just
I know he's reading it wrong.
Works. I'm not reading.
He reads it from inside his head. Oh my god,
This internal dialogue is just the Conservative Party Wikipedia page.
Yeah, it just comes off my head. Like right now, I'm just thinking like 1867, 1914, conservative and unionists, you know, and then I'm thinking like 1920 to 1945. They get the interwar Britain and Stanley Bolton and all of that, you know, and then.
Wait,
don't forget Edward.
Oh, I forgot you actually had it up.
1965 to 1975.
I thought you actually just started rattling that off.
Maggie T is actually the nickname for when you buy a Swag 7 or a Mag 7 in Counter-Strike.
Oh, I've got a question. Why, or not rather why, but do you think there should be more tiebreakers settled by 5v5s in other games?
Yes,
I think that'd be sick. Or in any other games. Like, you could just nominate one person to have a CSGO.
Talking about politics.
CSGO Surf 1v1.
Yeah, dude.
I thought you were still talking about politics.
No.
Crazy.
Like,
Labour and Conservatives get to the end and it's like 1v1 being Rust. We'll finish it.
Yeah. When we watch this back, we'll see Bojo just like brain just be like, what?
The politics of settling a tiebreak. Technically it's politics. It's IDL.
I think that would be great. I think you could have like a wheel which has loads of games and that people play, and then basically you spin the wheel and whatever it's land on, that's what you 5v5 in.
That would be sick. That would actually be sick.
So sick.
5v5 in Rocket League would be crazy though.
I would be so I've never played it, so I'd be shite.
See, that's the thing.
You could have 3 games, right? Because you could be like, oh, it's 5v5 in this game that's £69 at the moment.
Yeah, it would have to be free. Okay. So you'd have, what would you have? Like CSGO, Team Fortress. Rocket League you could have, but I guess you'd nominate 3 people.
Yeah, that would be fair.
Roblox.
Oh my god.
What else is free?
You could do Apex, couldn't you?
Apex. Oh my god, that would be. Yo, imagine like none of it even matters, and you just have to drop in Fortnite squads. Holy shit, Fortnite squads would be sick. Everyone just dropping in.
The first person to win as
fucking Among Us tiebreak is crazy.
First person to win as imposter. That team wins.
Yeah, but then you'd always be just always vote out the opposition. Like you just gang up on them.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that would be a bit hard to balance, I suppose. Yeah. Welcome to the pod. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, shut up, for a second. Bojo, question for you: If there was political parties of the IDL Discord server, who is standing for each party?
My trouble is I don't actually know the political parties. I know Labour and I know Conservative, and that is literally it. Like you got the
Greens.
Politics.
Surely you know the Greens.
Reform.
I have no idea who they are. I just know I need 5 of them a day.
Monster Raving Looney Party.
I don't know that one as well.
Bin Face. Okay,
there's the Lib Dems as well, right?
Yeah. Who's standing for them? Be careful not to offend.
What type of party is Lib Dems? Break it down, and I'll.
They're yellow. They're not red or blue. They're yellow.
They're yellow, yeah.
Yeah, but like, what do they stand for?
Just like yellow thing, like bananas, minions, the sun.
People stopping at traffic lights, but sometimes going through them.
Okay.
This is a Tom Google's political parties podcast.
How do I pick someone from that yellow?
How could you not? Yeah, I know who it would be.
Ari
I'm
Cool.
gonna go for Bajan. Because
Oh, you think he's a live them?
Bajan's a
yellow,
live dem.
right? Isn't his picture yellow in Dota?
Oh, it's that little. It's like a smiley face or something like
I
that.
think it is yellow. Like
It's quite green to me, but yeah, you go ahead.
Wait, is it?
no, it's like a. Oh, I'm talking about his Discord photo.
Oh.
It's like a yellow.
Yeah,
frog
it's like,
thing,
it's like a
right?
little frog. Yeah.
And now we know
isn't
why.
it Moss?
And
Oh,
now
it's not.
we know why.
Wait,
Okay.
what is it in Dota? Is it not the same frog?
No, it's a different thing.
And just
Version
frogging left
99.
and right. It's actually Bajan.
Sorry, Bajan.
Bajan.
Bajan
His
90.
name's Toby.
How do you know that?
I don't know. On his Steam page. I don't believe just dox him.
Yeah,
No,
wait,
it
I found his Hypixel account. Level 49 on Hypixel. Last logged
What's
in.
that?
Last logged in 3 months ago. First logged in 2020. Let's see what level he is on Bed Wars. Yo, he's played a lot of Bed Wars.
Is this some Zuma shit? That means
He's got-
I'm gonna know what this is.
Oh,
Bed Wars,
oh no,
bro.
he's getting farmed in Bed Wars. Bayesian, no. He's got a 0.6 KD in Bed Wars.
Bojo, do you know what this is? Because I literally have no
I
idea what
don't
this
for
is.
any game a 0.6 KD's crap.
Yeah.
Oh.
that is-
Wait, no, he's got a 0.2 KD in survival games.
Oh.
Bayesian.
Oh,
Okay, surely he's got.
body.
What's he a pro at? Like wool games? No,
No.
he only
no.
captured the wool once.
TNT games.
What
Wait.
the fuck?
Speed ultra hardcore. I can't. Smash heroes. Maybe he liked that. He's got 0.3 KD in that. No. Hold on.
Brother, give
He's-
up.
No, 0. Bayesian. Bayesian needs to stick to Dota. That's what
What
we
is
discovered.
this game?
It's
Yeah, what is this?
You don't know Hypixel,
No.
No. We got bills and shit, Henry.
bro? That basically it's a Minecraft server, and it's like it's got loads of
Oh.
mini games on it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't. That must have been past my Minecraft time, I think.
Yeah,
What
but
was your
you better have a
Minecraft
really
time?
nice
Like,
house
what was the
and-
last mob they introduced?
Fuck, I don't know. I didn't play it very much. I only sort of dabbled. So Minecraft was not my
I
thing.
played Pixelmon and I loved that.
Well,
The like Pokemon
mm.
Minecraft where the like towns are like gyms and stuff. That was really
yeah,
really
yeah,
fun.
yeah. Pixel. I used to watch Bayesian Canadian. Do you know that name? Some people in the chat will know Bayesian Canadian. Jerome
I have no
ASF.
idea who that
Wait,
is.
hold on a minute. Stay right there, Bojo. Jerome ASF. Does this guy look like you or what? Actually, no. he doesn't.
He just has a massive nose. Yeah, I was gonna say he's just got a massive nose.
Look at that.
You can't see his schlong in that photo, but I guarantee it's huge.
It kind of looks actually not as much as. Wait, he looks like you.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
if I do this,
No, yeah.
Hold on, hold on.
It's uncanny.
I guess. Yeah, do that. Yeah, that's great. Geez, he does have a
You
big
look
nose though.
yeah,
That's
he can
fucking big
smell
nose.
a Sunday roast on a Wednesday. That guy.
Yeah.
That's a decent one.
Um, okay.
So now that we've sorted Finn's CV out and he's good to go,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
the next plan?
Let me just click off that so just to hide that. We don't want to give too much of a CV away. If you did see that on your screen at any point so far, please do not pause that and read through it. Let's do some Dotering. We've had quite a few games this week, and Pete's played twice.
Oh, we love a double.
Oh,
Pete's
yeah.
played
Let's have a
twice.
look. Let me have a look. I
So-
haven't got the game up. I forgot.
Pete had a sub game, and then Pete had a non-sub game.
Looking ganked by
If
Bojo.
I ever
Don't-
win the IDL season, that's the photo that's going on.
Bojo when the
IDL.
last tick of Maledict's about to pop.
No, this is Bojo when he's
Wait for
wondering
it,
if the
wait
Malanek's
for
gonna
it.
kill.
Wait for it. Ooh.
How come this is allowed, but I can't say you look like the outdoor boys?
Wait, Matt looks like
Oh,
Outdoor
fuck
Boys.
off! I don't. I literally don't.
Wait a minute.
No,
See?
dude.
Oh,
Dude,
oh, the roles
that
are
is not
reversed
Matt,
now.
dude.
That's not me, dude.
Bro,
Not
he's
even
carrying
close.
Matt.
This is
Matt
where
looks
the
like the guy on the
fishing
right.
hat law came from, by the way. If people
Yeah, this
don't
is
know
where the
about it.
fishing hat came from. Yeah, that is true.
Oh.
I
I
ended
forgot
up having
about
to order Matt a fishing hat to apologise for saying he looks like this guy.
that. You didn't
Matt
have to. I
does not
didn't.
look-
Shut
I
the
felt
fuck.
obliged. You didn't say I had to.
Matt, you look like a
But-
mixture of these two guys.
I mean, the one on the left can grow a beard.
Wait,
so
hold on.
Oh,
I can't.
Rough, dude.
That looks like the picture you just sent me on that email.
Dude, no.
I can't bring that.
No.
Wait,
He's
can
at
I
an
find?
airport there.
Wait,
He's at
I'm
an
taking that
airport
off my
there.
screen. It's not on my screen right now. Hold on. I need to find this.
Yeah, you got to make sure you don't show this. by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way.
This is not on the stream. This is not on the
yeah.
stream. But where is
left,
Matt? Left.
right,
What?
right.
Left or right?
So
Oh.
basically middle right. Yeah.
Okay. Let me
How
just.
do you snip it? That
No,
photo?
don't worry. Yeah. And then I can copy this. Wait, hold. I want to get this perfect, and then.
Oh, this
Yep.
is delving deep now. I'm gonna have to send Matt
Nice.
another fucking hat.
Why does Matt need another? Oh, I've just opened. Whoops! I just opened chess.com. Hold on, and then. Yeah. This is. I don't have the snipping tool. That's really annoying. Like. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Side by side. They actually don't. Now that I see that, I feel like I've done you dirty, Matt.
You have a little bit, yep. But it's fine. Yep, thank you for that.
Hey, we just had like 10 minutes of me.
Okay, yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's off the screen now. That's off the screen. I'm back on.
I'm quite aware that that's not what I look like,
That's
so
not
it's
you,
fine.
Who
I've
did
got
I?
the games ready.
For Jan's 99.
Yeah, no.
Is that where Bajan's name came from? The Bajan Canadian, do you reckon?
No, I don't think so.
It was his idol.
I don't know why it's Beijing. I swear Beijing's actually told me before, or I've heard him speak.
Maybe that'll be when we get him on the pod. You know, maybe.
Oh yeah, in a future episode, Beijing is coming on. I've heard it from somebody.
Oh, one thing that might be worth for an introduction is to show people my camera setup.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm showing this. Hold on.
This basically, so if during the podcast you see my leg, my head bobbing up and down, it's because my leg's shaking. What I've got there is
'cause
4
he's
toilet rolls, and then on top
Four
of that, I've got on top of that, I've got a homemade. No, the box is a homemade karaoke thing, and then on top of that is an upside down candle, toilet roll, 2 elastic bands for counterweights, and then the iPhone, which is still plugged in, by the way, up the back of
That's
there. No expense spares.
Yep.
And
view.
yeah, it's this amazing.
Look at the iPad.
POV.
The fucking
POV.
iPad.
I had to use the iPad to take a photo.
Oh, dear.
Amazing.
How are you doing, Mike? What's your inventory looking like?
That's not me. That's Jeansy.
Oh, there you go, Jeansy.
Hyper beam.
Yeah, he was just about to evolve his I want to say Tyrant. Tyrant, is that a name of a Pokemon?
I have no idea.
He was just about to evolve one.
Not my thing. Sorry.
He was slapping.
Huh. Okay, well done,
Yes,
Jeansy. Congratulations.
Yeah, if you see my screen shaking, it's because my leg's shaking, which is moving all of the toilet rolls like this. It's like the leaning tower of toilet roll.
Okay, which was the first game we had this week was the Hurricane.
The first one was Goo Crew Hurricane. It was while we were recording. Yeah.
Then it was Panda, CBA, and Untitled Scream Team versus Strong Opinions Daily Regrets. And then it was Nathan's team versus 2 Alex's and a snubbed AF Moose. So let's move to our first game, which was this one. So this was Gukru versus My Kingdom for a Hurricane Bike. And this was Pete was subbing in for Josh.
Yeah, if you wanted any more flex on their team, why not? Let's just chuck Pete in the mix and just completely fuck up the roles even more than Gukru already do.
Well, that's the thing. You can't fuck this team's roles up. Like, it's unfuckable.
Exactly. They're completely unfuckable with Gukru. You heard it here first.
Game with JJ, because I remember calling the last pick OD, and then they locked it in, and I basically said that Spirit Breaker is Pete's best hero in Dota, in my opinion. Like, it fits his playstyle so much. The amount of times Pete finds himself in awkward situations on any hero, but Spirit Breaker, he just can. He can, and he's like, oh, I've ended up in the middle of 5, but I've got this thing called Bulldoze, so I'm just going to walk away by.
Haven't you seen his Alchemist, though?
His Alchemist is good, but that's not really I feel like Alchemist is never really a good reflection of your Dota and more of your PvE. Because he farms really well and then just gives people
Yeah, Pete.
their ag.
Pete is an avid listener of the pod. I'm just gonna say it here because I'm too bitch to say it to your face, Pete. Pete, we need you on a hero rather than something farming ags for 4 other heroes. That's what we need this season on our team. That's what we need.
Nah.
Don't scream. It's the scream.
I've done the Alchemist 4, and it is
No,
genuinely.
that's
so
as a
fun.
mid. That's the thing. If it was a 4, I'd be.
I don't know as a mid. I don't know as a mid. Okay, yeah. I've done the Alchemist 4, and there's nothing better than hearing your off lane go, "I'm fucking dying," and you just go, "Yeah," but in 20 minutes you're gonna get out.
You're gonna get out.
And they kind of shut up for a bit, and then you just keep seeing that kill feed. Then you give them an axe, and as you give them the axe, the enemy pos 1 ends the game.
Yeah, as the end falls, they get there.
Well, this game was the closest we've seen as well to Gukru falling, I think, or one of the closest at least.
It was actually pretty close. I think Will put in a really, really strong performance here as usual.
Also, Jerry did. Like Jerry on this safe lane Arc Warden. I was really looking forward to watching the game that is currently playing because Jerry just picked an Arc Warden. But
it was a mid Arc Warden.
It was mid, yeah.
He was against DOD.
Oh, sorry, yeah. This one was mid, but the one just playing now, I think, is carry.
Oh, did he?
Okay.
Actually, I'm not sure because I haven't watched it because I'm doing the pod. But I'm going to go back and watch that game after. And this, this Pete Breaker got an absolute standout performance MVP rating.
Yeah. Top shagger, top fragger.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In almost every fight, he was just YOLO. And also, like, the part that doesn't show is the split push was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, they've got an arc.
He's got so much money on Pete as well.
There's an arc that's split pushing, and Pete's just counteracting all of it, so that when they had these big fights, they couldn't just rat. And because that's the thing, with the arc, isn't it? When it goes late enough that every fight, whether you win or lose, normally you lose a tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just stop that as power.
It's just so difficult after a certain point to catch him.
That's the thing I don't like about Natures at the minute. You literally get 25 with Big Jimmy, and it's like bonk, buy tower, bonk, buy rack, bonk, buy other rack. Like it literally, what does it do? 3-shot the range racks? Like
yeah, it's like 3 or 4 hits.
It's crazy. Lilith also played fantastically this game. They had a horrific lane. I mean, they were against, I think, Veno.
Let's have a look at the.
So it was pretty rough. But then once they got the farm, they really came back into it. So you can see there, like, Will's like.
Actually, the Veno wasn't. Yeah, Veno
bit
wasn't very. Will was just more ahead and having a nice lane. But they didn't do that badly bottom, to be fair, at all. And then mid.
Clockwork was really good into Bristle, just because he's so mana dependent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, Jerry had a bit of a tough time. I mean, it's always going to be tough when you're playing into Jasper on his best mid hero.
And last pick, right?
And last pick.
Like, they knew what they were getting with it.
Yeah. Yeah. This does really make me want to learn Arc Warden 5 again. The Arc Warding. I don't know. Arc Warding seems so fun. Like, I just love playing it. It's a bit shit. I think I've got 45% rate on it, but it's.
I think he's kind of unpickable at the moment because I haven't seen any pros or any high level players even experimenting with him at the moment. So I don't know how viable Arc Warden is, unfortunately.
I think he's pretty.
I'm so glad
pretty
they
high win
took
rate.
out that. Is he actually? It's one of those.
Yeah, it's low pick rate. Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's one of those like Broodmother and Husker where if all the stars align and you get it as the last pick, it decimates the game, doesn't it? Like the Meepo picks and stuff.
Yeah,
like
exactly. It's a cheese last pick and be like, haha, we got you. We get a free MR. Bye.
Cover this lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
The end of the game was really, really good though. It could have gone either way on this game. Like it
looks like it was really close the whole way. Like less than 10k right up until the end. So
basically, whoever slammed into high ground kept losing, and it ended up being like it started going towards like Nathan realm of time frame and.
Was it a Zergswang moment where neither team wanted to go high ground?
Literally the OD by the end of the game was doing so much damage to their team. I mean, none of them have int at all. I think the highest int gain in their whole or the highest mana pool in their whole team at the end was the Arc Warden.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he got a refresher and just from the Roche pit and just demolished them.
And just slammed them.
Yeah, double ulti and just pop, gone.
The interesting thing as well is since minute 19 here, Lilith didn't die and got 15 kills. So had a 15 kill streak throughout 30 minutes, 40 minutes. That was like 35 minutes of that game, which is kind of crazy.
Stuns win games. All I'm saying, you're against Weaver, and the only stuns you have on your team is a Warlock ult and battery assault and hookshot.
Wait, can you actually cast Weaver ulti between battery assault?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. Then that's a bit shit.
Yeah.
Until you get the battery assault, like interval talent, because there is a talent for that.
Potentially, yeah. Then it gets a bit hairy, I think, for the Weaver. Yeah.
The interesting one was the Ags on Veno, because when you use the Weaver ult and get the Shard, when you use the Weaver ult and get dispelled, it stuns you wherever you end up. So if you do it just to gain HP, you're stunned as soon as you end up there.
That is interesting, actually. I like that. QC always cooks with these strange item builds. Let's see if he just went. This is the most.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was gonna say.
That's pretty normal.
Okay, yeah. I glitched there for a second and just said pipe.
Just said pipe
wand.
only. Yeah.
And I was like, it's a tangos and pipe, and I was like, yeah, this is QC. Yeah, it does go first out in bobs. It's pretty normal.
I absolutely love QC off lane. Like as a pos 4, there's nothing better than when you're going to lane with someone who's basically playing another pos 4 but with loads of farm, and you just always have a strong lane. My first ever season of IDL, he was my off laner and I was 4, and I would be able to pick a greedy pos 4 like a Hudge or Shaker or whatever, because I knew that he'd pick like either a Dazzle or another hero that like solo won the lane. And it was just so enjoyable as a pos 4 to be like, okay, I'm not going to be the only one that's useful in this lane because he just wants to farm. He wanted to kill. It was really fun. Yeah. We won that season. I loved it.
Unbelievable. Right, we've talked about this game for like 20 minutes, actually. Let's move on to the next one, which is...
Good game, though. Good game.
That was a great game. Yeah, this was another great game from Gukru. And
yeah, this wasn't as close, unfortunately.
There was not much to show for here. Yeah. But, I mean, just to go back real quick, this is a team that has, you know, aside from Pete, who's standing in, they have, realistically, Edskar is a mid-divine player at least. Charlie's immortal, Jasper's mid-divine, and Lilith is ancient. These guys have 1 divine 3, and then, like, 2 legends and 2 archons. This is crazy out ranking. And
the matchmaker's done a shit job in this one, hasn't it? Like, honestly.
Questionable.
To be fair, QC is... I think QC being legend is crazy. To be fair, all of these guys are pretty... I need to recruit all of these guys. In fact, Jerry at Legend 2.
I've never met Jerry or seen him play other than those games that I cast. So it was nice to see, like...
Yeah, well,
he plays some weird shit, I think.
He does, but he cooks. Like, Pete, I know you're listening as well. Like, we need to recruit these guys to the Bayesian 2 Immortal stack. This is definitely something to look for. Anyway, next game. And this was...
Oh fucking hell! I watched some of this. I remember now. I watched some of it back because someone said about Jasper doing some naughty things on left rack, and he basically look at the fucking KDs, like compare it to everyone else.
This guy was a pos 4.
43 kills.
He was a pos 4, and he did the most damage on his team. I think maybe Charlie. Charlie did.
He was a pos 5.
Sorry, he was pos 5, and he did the most damage, bar 30 damage. From a sniper, and he did more than anybody on... So it was just absolutely ridiculous. That damage, edict damage, is just...
Yeah.
I really liked how he was playing. Like, early game, he realised that, like, if he traded with people and left it close, after he died, the tick down kept going and killed them as well, so he could just trade with the, like, core, so that the core died and so did he. I think it was Jace support on the...
it was.
Yeah, This was some chefing right here. I'm not entirely sure.
I wasn't sold.
It's a Jace special, and I've seen it work. I have genuinely seen it work, and I think Jace just enjoys playing like really survivable heroes. I've seen it work. Unfortunately, this just wasn't the game for it. There was quite a lot of anti-synergy. They had like loads of right click, but then they also had a Bane that was sleeping people and a decrep. Like, it was. I think in hindsight, maybe Nick and Jewelry laning together and just putting Jace mid on the DK to just survive.
Maybe,
bad, because you can decrep and soul assumption. And it's actually a lot of damage. But...
Yeah, I think this was just Gukru doing Gukru things. And Pete with another really nice performance. Perhaps we'll be seeing him later if I don't manage to forget the MVP section. So next was the Pandemonium versus CBA. This was a bit of a roller coaster, this first game.
I didn't see this game.
We had a Bayesian stand-in. And
how did Radiant win this?
Yeah, this was...
I'm just sorry, I'm looking at the... Actually, like, all the KDs are a bit skew here. What is going on?
Yeah, it was like an absolute wishwasher. I think... So, basically, if you look at where it was at, like, 25 minutes, Monty was having a sick game. Light of 7 was absolutely crushing on Muerta, who, by the way, is pretty stinky this patch. I'm loving it. Like, it's one of my favourite supports at the minute, but it is kind of stinky.
Muerta.
Really good against Storm, though.
He's really good against Storm, yeah. And then it just kind of turned around. Like, Ari got involved in about 3 or 4 kills here, and it kind of just boosted that net worth straight up. And then he kind of just carried on that same...
Look, his imp change when he gets those kills.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at that.
Yeah, it was like minus 24 to plus 29 there.
Yeah.
So
we love it. We love imp here. We love imp.
Yeah, this was really clean. Like, everybody on Radiant, like, to be behind and then gather the mental and play together as a unit and come back is not easy. Like, I think this is a team, because I subbed for this team, and it seemed that was the kind of vibe. Like, nobody was giving up. No, even though there was some turnaround moments, you've always got cool head Nathan to kind of give you a little bit of a prod, like, hey team, come on, we can do this.
I do think there's also definitely something to be said for, like, having your 1 and your mid as your 2 highest ranks, because as the game goes on, they scale so well, and, like, almost the role becomes more important, whereas, like, having, like, Nick as your highest rank in the support, as the game goes on, the impact of support as the game goes on normally falls off, doesn't it? So, like, you have a good start, and then, like, most of your MMR is in then someone that, even though Nick always finds farm because of just how good he is, hasn't found nearly as much as the other 2 high ranks, and therefore later on you're almost on a timer off the get-go.
Yeah, I like this build though.
Yeah, it's absolutely dirty.
Yeah, this the thing about Muerta that is kind of why I think Nick's picked it, and also why he picked Shaker earlier in the season, for example. It's a support that you are playing support on a high level player, but you also have the ability, like Shaker can solo carry a fight with a slam. On Muerta, if the game gets late, you can just build full damage and just turn into the most damaging hero in the game.
Yeah, that's what Adrian keeps telling me.
Muerta is dastardly for that, like.
Yeah.
So I don't mind this pick at all. I thought it was played pretty well. It was just that the Radiant team here played really nicely and came back, like, simple Dota.
I think Falcone, if I remember rightly, did some really massive ultis towards the end of the game. I think I saw a couple of people talk about it afterwards.
Yep.
It's Falcone Shipbreak, right?
Yes.
That is.
Yeah.
Shipbreak.
That's surprising, because I do think Disruptor is virtually unpickable at the moment, so I'm glad it worked out for them.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe we'll be seeing it later on in the game.
Quite good against Clockwork, I imagine, though, right? And Weaver, like, if it's going to be a game, because he ults in and you glimpse him out, or the Weaver, if you can get them in the AOE with the ulti, they can't time lapse. But
yeah, then we had the second game, which was Semel on Puck, and Monty this time was on Dawnbreaker, which was sick, by the way. Ariana signature. Yeah. Nathan showed off Quap, which seemed like he wanted to pick that when I was playing for them as well. Maybe something to look out for. Dave on a signature, like, this was an up and down game. I mean, look at this graph. I didn't even see this.
Yeah,
literally just up and down.
Crazy graph.
The fact that, like, Monty is on a team where there's a Rubik and a Puck picked and he's playing neither of them is absolutely fucking crazy for me. Like, because, like, Monty's, like, 2 highest pick heroes since I've known him have been Rubik and Puck. So that's, like, mad that he settled for something else. But I suppose he was off lane looking at that, was he?
Yeah, he was off lane, yeah.
And they had a 1 Natures?
Yep.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, Nature's got a rough start in lane. I just want to give props to Nathan, though, playing Quap into Puck and winning essentially on 100 gold. Like, it's not really winning, but drawing that lane. And
That
against
the lane is actually, I think it's kind of Quap favoured. The lane
Really?
until 6th. Yeah.
Really?
Because
So
the Quap has a better attack damage and attack animation, so you can force the Puck to phase shift, and then you just do the max screen build. So as soon as Puck's phase shift, you get the damage in. So like Puck can't. There's not a winning scenario for Puck really.
yeah.
You
they
can
either don't phase shift and keep getting hit, or
Yeah.
they do and then they get hit by a screen. Okay.
Exactly. So it is actually kind of awkward for Puck these days. But then there's obviously the 6 with like a support rotation, and that's where Puck starts to get better. But
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
was just thinking the similar to Henry that you can phase shift all of the daggers, but I suppose that's not the only way.
yeah,
You
you don't even touch dagger. You just go 0-4-4, which I imagine is what Nathan did.
Yeah. This Ari AM is really scary, by the way. I just want to say that.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, they need to stop it. It's a bad omen when I see an Ari anti-mage again because I know they've lost the game because it hasn't won yet.
No, it
But
hasn't
not
won
this
yet.
game. Oh
That's
no,
true.
no, they did this game.
This is the second or third time they've done it, and it has not won yet.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the what did win? Ari's Luna's 2-0.
Yeah, his Luna looks really good. He's played Luna in it might have been against my team. I can't remember, but yeah, his Luna has looked really good actually. And I don't think Luna's necessarily in a bad place. I just don't think she's as top tier as some of the other carries.
Especially if she
I do
used
think
to.
she's all right.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
so
So that
stable,
was.
though, isn't she? Like,
So what? Sorry.
she hasn't been like out of the meta in ages. Like, as in like,
No.
oh my god, unpickable. She's just always been either broken or medium, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, so yeah, the trouble with Luna is they did a lot of indirect nerfs because they got rid of the Kanda crit thing, and then they also got rid of the talents to do with the Lucent Beam, with the Kanda.
Right, 'cause it used
So
to be
like,
only Kanda and then the double beam bounce, wasn't it?
yeah,
25.
that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So they got rid of a lot of that stuff. So she kind of does the job she's always used to do, rather than being also an insane poke hero as well.
Just farm quickly, and then I've seen some Luna pos 4s, which are actually quite funny. Obviously, maxing the sun and then just rushing Ags.
Yeah.
And it seems quite fun.
I'm gonna give that a go. Right.
Not in my games.
Next game
I'm
was
going to pick it next time I'm laning with you, man.
Scream
That's Bill
Team
and Pudge.
versus Strong Opinions, Daily Regrets. Now, I don't want to call anyone out here, but live on stream, a certain badman said that one of these teams was the strongest, and the other one maybe is the easiest team in the group. And let's just say the easiest team. Sometimes, you know what, Goliath gets fucked up by David. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
I really thought you were going to call me out there for saying that Spectre is basically unpickable in the worst hero in Dota, so I'm really glad that I got dodged on that one.
Edgar and Charlie also
and
said that
JP
Spectre is
Pizzle's
shit, so you're not the only one.
I do think there's a lot better picks you probably could have done than Spectre.
No, JPK's a Spectre fiend. We were feeling confident.
So was this you playing a Deucer 3?
Yeah.
Sick.
It's the Mogger Classic.
Is it? I just only really played it. I think I've only played it 4 times in my whole life.
But you got Ryan there to suck you up if you need it.
I do,
you got
yeah.
everything you need in lane. Like.
Yeah,
Pretty
I think I was a
easy.
bit behind after the lane. Like 12 minutes, I was. Yeah, Jasper didn't have a great lane either. To be fair, I don't know how he was so underfarmed actually.
So it was a 1 natures and what, a 5 clock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So clock's quite good against you in lane, obviously, because of the cogs, right?
Yeah,
So-
Kiwi did a really good job. Like they managed to kill me, I think once or twice in lane. In fact.
Yeah, the cogs were quite good actually from Kiwi. That was people have been learning the tricks from my main man Bajan.
Bajan, yeah.
Yeah, I saw Bajan play a game of Clockwork against Light of 7.
Yeah,
And in lane, it literally looked like he was like the best player I'd ever seen. Like his cogs were just continuously bouncing Nick around. Like he knew the timings for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
he's really good. He's really good at that.
Cool.
But he's actually really bad at it, so don't ban it.
So, Sorry. So worst I've seen.
Worst.
Yeah, he's really bad at clock.
Yeah, Higgsy and Jeansy played a fire game as well. In fact, to be fair,
Higgsy had a sick game.
I can't fault anybody in this game. Like everybody played.
That was
sick.
the final. I thought that was the final KDAs then, and I looked. I was like,
No,
"What are you
final
talking
KDAs.
about? Like a fire game? That's trash."
No.
But yeah.
Yeah, Higgsy was fire. And Jeansy was a bit of a menace as well. I'm not gonna lie. There were certain times where
at minus 35 fire, Higgsy. Better watch out for that, bro.
yeah, but if you watch the game,
we know
Tom.
that. Yeah.
um,
Strats is a hater. Like, what can you say?
Yeah, Lucas was sad. Lucas was really sad this game. Like, there was a point, like, maybe 30 minutes into the game where Lucas was going, I can't do anything. I'm getting killed straight away. But it was actually Lucas's Ice Blast and the last team fight that won us the game there. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, this was close. Like, this wasn't like
really
a runaway
close.
game. You didn't run away with it by any stretch. Like,
yeah. It could have gone either way.
AA Ice Blast, I think, is one of my new favorite skills in Dota. Like, after Pudge Hook and Echo, I think AA Ice Blast is the most satisfying. I really, really enjoy like being able to predict it and get a big ult off. Because the enemy team just has two options: they keep fighting and lose, or they run away and you win. Like, get whatever objective you want.
this is weird, right? Because this is like the battle of the two teams with basically no team fight. Like, one team has Sand King and the other team has Stone Gaze, and that's kind of it.
That
So
is
everyone,
isn't it?
everyone's like just weirdly engaging, and Jeansy's running around the sides, and like there's all sorts of random shit happening.
Ringmaster ult with
Oh yeah, Ringmaster ult. Yeah,
Spanking ult sounds dirty.
Yeah, that does actually. But like, there's not a clean engage because I don't think Sand King really wants to be going in first these days.
No, you need the Night Stalker to scout, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeansy was doing a really good job of that and just finding us everywhere.
I hate playing against Jeansy because he hugs the like high ground and hugs the vision really well when he's playing Night Stalker, and you just get flashes of him. Like, especially as a support, you know you're dead. Did he buy a Nully on Jeansy?
No, but I think there was.
Did he?
No, there was an early. Yeah, there was one on
there was
Jasper.
another,
Yeah,
I hate playing against Night Stalker. It's been in my ban list since there was ban lists, and it's never come out because their job is just to find and kill supports, and whatever items you go, they're good against because they love buying a nullifier. Yeah, you finally get items to survive. You're like, right, I've got a Glimmer, I've got a Ghost Scepter, I've got Yules, and then they just click Nully on you and you're still dead.
Yeah. Real. Okay, second game was... Oh, also, I built a Blink Dagger, and I thought this was quite standard.
Yeah. No, I think it is relatively standard. Like, I've been seeing a lot of these weird, like, this Medusa style going Radiance, actually, after the Meteor
I did
Hammer.
think about the Radiance, but we had two other Radiance builders.
Yeah. So. That was more of a thinking out loud thing, because I have been seeing it, and I wanted to put it out there, because I think it's quite clever.
Yeah.
Once you get tanky, then you're like a Wraith King sort of hero as well in the middle of a team fight.
Yeah.
Does Blade Mail work before the damage reduction then?
Yeah,
so really
it does.
good. Oh, that's insane for Medusa, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
second game was... Oh, this was a roller coaster.
JPK offlane Medusa.
Okay.
Classic JPK.
So this was actually Carrydusa.
I know.
But we decided to swap the lanes because one of them was into a Pango and one of them was into a Weaver, and I was going to have a horrid time into a one and a great time into the other, and Dusa just doesn't really care. So we just thought, fuck it, we'll put Razor bot and I'll play offlane from safe lane, and then JPK will go offlane and play carry from offlane. So
what fast did Joe go this game?
I think he went undulation at the last minute. How do I see it? Where is it?
I don't know how I feel.
I'm 99% undulation, sure.
Yeah, he never bought boots, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You went into Pango and who? You were
I was
Razor and who?
And Disruptor into Pango and Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, the Disruptor's also so good into Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, it felt pretty
just
nice.
As he's running at you, you can glimpse him, and then he can't.
Yeah, same thing. Like Jeansy could never really get away because we just static link on him, and then if he's swashbuckled, I'm fast enough that I just stay on him as Razor. And then
you found a use case. You found a use case for Disruptor.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Ryan's so good.
Literally, the lightning lane, 2 storms, right? Like, and you just pin them in. It's actually quite nice that the lore-based same ones with lightning also synergize well. Like static link into.
Yeah, all the lightning. Zap.
Yeah. And you're against Storm Spirit. All the lightning was genuinely in this game.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think there's any more lightnings.
Nope.
Did you consider going Mjolnir?
Did I? At no point, I don't think. There was.
More lightning.
Yeah. Hey, there was a Gleipnir on Pete. That counts as lightning.
And there was a Mjolnir on
lightning.
Yeah.
Was there any lightning here?
The lightning.
Nope. No lightning. I mean,
why did Pete get a Gleipnir? What the fuck? That's a throw. What the hell?
Big
How did he get
AOE,
away
mate.
with that?
Why did he
Bigger
get a
AOE
Gleipnir?
on your.
I
He's
don't
got
know.
refresher. He got
Okay,
double
he got
ults on.
he got the Gleipnir right at the end of the game, so I think that
Oh, he did,
checks out.
okay,
Like
okay,
literally
okay.
last 2 minutes of the
Yeah.
game.
I'm guessing it's just
Okay,
because of their team, right? The Storm and the Weaver, maybe.
they all have BKBs.
Oh, Strats did not like that Gleipnir. He picked it up and instantly went from plus 16 to -7.
Oh my
This guy's
god.
throwing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm just
Blood.
saying that I think it's the throw.
23 strats just by finishing an item.
Yeah.
That's amazing. 23.
Unlucky
God.
beat. Also,
Sorry,
this was a bit crazy that we put Tidehunter mid because it was. I mean, theoretically, you'd be like, oh, it's Pete Razor mid, JPK carry on this, and then Tide off lane. But yeah, Pete wanted this mid. He was liking it. So
I think you should have put yourself mid and put Pete safe lane on the Tide.
Oh, that'd have been
well, Matt, I was like a million net worth for 10 minutes, so shut up. Next game.
Sit.
Yeah, sit down, beach. Next game was the debut
I just
of.
realised you guys don't have headphones with mics, do you? Do you have separate mics?
No, I have a
Oh,
standalone
yours
mic.
just hidden.
Mine's
need
on.
to
I
start
have got a
using-
standalone mic.
I've got this, and I don't use it because it always.
Yeah, we
messes
tried to
around
sort that
in
out, I
games.
know.
Yeah, it was horrific, wasn't it?
But
It
your
was
mic
really
sounds
bad,
good, Bojo.
Yeah, I mean, and now that I've got this sick setup with the,
With the camera, your camera looks good as well.
I can start my streaming career tomorrow.
Yeah. I actually chose this headset because the mic's good on it. Because I was like, I'm gonna do more casting. Since then, I've cast about one game
Ah.
and started the podcast instead. So
Amazing. Is yours wired or wireless? Wireless. I had wireless for years and years, and Monty and Nick and people I used to game with will be able to clarify this. The month that I went from wireless to wired was during COVID, and I was basically like drunk every night, and it would be a nightly occurrence where I'd
You'd rip your
realize in
headphones
between
out.
a game, like I'd be like, pause, I need a piss, and I'd turn around because my ensuite was like right behind me, and all they'd hear would be this like bang, and then like as I got absolutely clotheslined, and they'd be like, he's done it again, and they'd like hear me in the distance like, fucking hell, and getting up and stuff, and it was every night, and then I was like, oh fuck this, so I went back to wireless for ages, and then it broke. I've learnt now though.
I love wireless. I can't go without it.
Yeah, me too.
Just every time you need a wee or a
Might treat
poo.
myself.
Okay,
Yeah,
this was the
Let's hear
debut of Samson's Invoker in IDL, I do believe. And he'd been practicing this a little bit in pubs. So I've played a few games with it, and it's really good, actually. Like, I'm surprised.
what position?
Mid.
Mid.
You're not playing Invoker anywhere else at the minute, that's for sure. Definitely not support.
Oh, because you need the levels, of course.
Well, I mean, he used to be good support, and now he's just absolutely stinky. But yeah, this was Samson's Invoker. It looked strong. It's just the team, unfortunately, didn't have a great game surrounding it, so there was just kind of limiting factor, and it got to a point where this Faceless Void was just not big enough, and it feels like that sometimes on Void when you cast a Chrono and you just can't kill anyone in it because the damage was only really there from Invoker.
Yeah, TA actually is uniquely strong against the Void Invoker thing. Like, there's actually not a good way to do the Cataclysm Chrono combo.
No.
I can't think of a way that you can reliably do it unless you wait for the Void to hit a few times and break the shield.
Yeah.
But that's a bit rough.
Also, I imagine Disruptor's good into Void pre-BKB, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Also, Sand King can burrow under the Chrono, so if they don't have BKB and he's in it, you can channel and then go into it, can't you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can go through it.
Which is weird, because it shouldn't therefore be called Chronosphere, should it? Because it's obviously not.
Chrono
it
Hemisphere.
doesn't continue underground. It should
That's
be,
a great point. Chrono Hemisphere.
Chrono Dome sounds sick.
Chrono Dome.
Chrono Dome does sound pretty
Chrono
good,
Dome.
actually.
We were talking about this with someone the other day. I can't remember who it was. So, but yeah, it looks like. I mean, I'm guessing JJ did some incredible plays because JJ Magnus is terrifying. The most aggressive item. I didn't buy a 4-star. No wonder they lost.
Didn't go for stuff. Went straight for the BKB.
Oh,
after Yules.
Yeah, I feel like this game might be a lesson in not picking purple heroes for Radiant, because like Faceless Void is another one of those Spectre type heroes. I just think is so rough in the meta at the moment. I think I don't think Void has a place at the moment in the meta.
How does AA ult work with Void's Time Walk? Does it still? I think it's one of those ones that does, right?
I don't
Because
think
you're not
so.
healing, you're going back in time. It's the same as TB's ulti and Weaver's ulti, right? It's like it doesn't count as
think
healing.
Void's one might count as healing now. I think that might have gotten
Right.
nerfed.
So that's
Really?
really hard to play that game
I
then, because
think so.
Chrono
I
is a
might be
big.
wrong. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I'll have to test
Yeah.
it.
Because that would be really hard, because Chrono's a big ult here, basically, for AA, isn't it?
In fact, let's go on
I'll check it.
Faces Forward on Dota buff, and then can we see plays against like worst versus, not
Yeah.
worst versus. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
it must.
disadvantage though. So it's only 0.22. I don't think that's the be all end all anyway, because Void has got like he's a high mobility hero that can get out of cold feet and like he can dodge away from an ice blast anyway. So like I don't think the heal reduction, even if it doesn't work, that's not going to be the be all end all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think that this was just this game was a really good showing from Moose and Edgar. They really took over the game. So what are we looking at here?
And Moose, if you're listening to this podcast, you did take over this game and well played. But I remember a game talking of AA when I said to Moose, "Does anyone know how the interaction with AA's ulti works with TB's ulti? Can he heal?" And Moose goes, "No, he can't." And I ulted him. He walked up to me and just swapped my health and killed me. And he was like, "Oh, maybe he can. My bad." And I was like, "Fucker." It was like literally 2 seconds after I asked it, he came around the corner, and I was like, "I've got this guy. He's fucked." And yeah, it does work. But yeah, that was quite funny.
Moose, by the way, potentially coming on the podcast. So eyes peeled for that one.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
got a few people lined up.
on the pipeline. Yeah,
I think if you get Moose on the podcast, his opening segment's got to be all of his previous names in Dota, because he's had some bangers. Every time I boot up, there's another
that
absolute
needs to be
zinger
it.
of a name.
I
Like
think-
him and Connor are like the ones that are probably like my two top. Like, there's gonna be a funny name.
Moose is going to do a dream face reveal on the pod at the start. He's going to come on with
Oh,
a
that's
mask, and that's
good.
going to be his intro. He's going to do a face reveal.
Amazing.
Because I don't think anyone's seen Moose. I don't know. Maybe people have, but
So who did Moose join through?
Was he
IDL.
one? I think he might have been one of the ones that just found our stream. I'm
Really?
not sure.
maybe yeah. Or
Probably looking
Reddit.
for
I
the
think
Irish Dota League again, right?
it might have been Reddit. I don't know. I have
Not
no idea.
sure.
But he just found his way in through the cracks. Second game. This was well. Speaking of Moose, this was the Moose show.
19-0-12.
Moosey-goosey.
Holy
Moose on a
Yeah,
loose.
he had a fucking
Moose trying to
sick
seduce.
game.
Moose got that
Really
poop.
Did he go the double hit blade, whatever it's called? I forgot the name of it.
What?
No, he didn't.
What do you mean?
No, he went for Shredder, I think.
Oh yeah.
The facet, because I've been telling him that that's the better one.
Emperor Norton.
Yeah, I don't know why that's his name.
Number one fan. Can we see
Yeah.
previous? Wait, hold on. We're going back on.
Yeah,
previous stuff.
go on the arrow next to his name, I think.
Oh,
or
sorry.
is that not the? Oh no, it doesn't do it. Okay.
Oh, view Steam profile. You can see it in Steam profiles.
Whoops. Okay, my bad.
Oh,
I just usually find it in this.
yeah, it usually works. Oh, he's got a private profile.
Oh, does he?
So you might not be able to see it. Yeah.
Wait, how does he have a private profile but you can see his matches?
Well, it says on there
right.
it only has access to public league games and not shown. So
Oh, I see. Okay, can
because
we
you
see
can
his
only see-
Steam profile?
There
oh
we
yeah,
go.
there you go. Go to the top.
At
That's
the
on the
top,
screen.
at the top, next to his
Arrow on
name,
there.
the drop down there.
Okay, this is like recent as well. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like within the last week.
yeah, this guy's got some art. That's cool. How many?
I went through a stage of basically going through different people's Steam profiles in IDL and looking at their previous names and then calling them out mid-game by them, and there's some really funny results. I think some of Josh's were really good. If I remember rightly.
Oh no, I've closed the match.
Oh, you closed the second last one.
Uh-oh.
Go back.
Quick, go
Oh, is
back.
that the last one you closed? You closed the last one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this game was, well, yeah, Moose is clearly he fucking stomped bot, I think, and then just never got punished again after that because like no deaths.
Yeah.
Edgar as well, right? Like,
I do think I know Edgar looked like he had a really good game, but I do think that he didn't need to. And I like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that Moose had enough juice this game to just run through the whole team.
Juicy Moosey.
what makes this a really good Timber game, or did he just play out of his socks? Because normally, if I see loads of strength heroes, I'll be like, oh my god, what a Timber game. But like, the Silencer roll and the Grimstroke makes me think that it shouldn't be. Or am I
But the
wrong
Grim
there?
was the last pick as a response, I think, to Timber,
Yeah.
because I do think Grim is really difficult to play into.
Yeah.
But so that was a response pick, the Grim. So that's
Okay.
fine. I think Timber does pretty well into Necro and Sand King once you get your BKB. So like so basically what you're saying is I'm gonna get a Kyra, I'm gonna get a BKB, and then we're gonna run at them. And then but obviously Moose didn't get BKB this game because he was going like 20-0. So he didn't need to, but yeah, that's kind of the idea. Is like once you're tanky enough to deal with that, you've got a free game anyway.
I mean, the
Sniper
highest
can't
farm
really.
on the enemy team is 18k, and he's at 29k. That's crazy.
Yeah, I also do think that Timber's actually decent into Sniper if you play it right. And Moose took 2 points in reactive armor in the lane, and Sniper just couldn't even tickle him. Like, it was just with a Tango
Just
running,
keep
you just
creep
out
aggroing and
regen
keep
it.
them
Yeah,
running,
and then when you get enough points up in chain, you can just chain to him instantly, deal 1,000,000 damage, put like one chakram through him, and then it's like, oh, my Sniper's dead because he's got 2 HP.
Yeah.
And I'm
So-
guessing Snubs was in the lane with him as well, so they don't lack damage because it's a Skywrath, and they both want to build mana boots anyway. So
Yeah.
like, if Timber gets mana boots, the Skywrath's good. So it was Snubs in the lane with him, I assume.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got your damage there with your Sky. So all you need to do is get the reactive armor, don't you? And you got it.
Yeah.
Does Timber boost magic damage? I forget. Or well, Sky does
No.
obviously, but does it?
Timber's all pure, so there's no boosting there.
I
Unfortunately,
thought he like slowed and stole stuff like as one of his abilities.
he reduces his stats from the queue, but like there's
That's
nothing to do with
Sorry,
nothing to do with magic res there.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Right.
So,
With that, team of the week? Question mark.
I don't know. Has somebody told us to remember? Because I don't think I remember.
I don't know, but I'm remembering. I'm remembering. So, team of the week this week. Let me bring it up for you, great gentlemen. Now, this is an interesting one. This could have been the first time we ever had 3 players, 3 cards on the team of the week. Because to do that, you'd need to do 2 MVP cards, and then sub for a team, and then get an MVP card. So that almost happened, but not quite with Pete. So Pete had his first game on Spirit Breaker, and then had another game on the Deep Sea King, and he really was the Deep Sea King here. And unfortunately, even though he had 2 pretty good performances that may or may not have got him an MVP card in other weeks, it didn't mean that this week. It did mean this week that he only had 2 instead of 3. MVP
you're
cards.
pathetic, Pete.
Yeah, come on, Pete. Now,
Better than that, bro.
come on, Pete.
So
Bring up the
rude.
Tories. Brr.
Well,
Well said. Well said. Well said. Yeah.
And then we had Edgar for his Sanking performance, and I'm guessing Moose is going to be one of these. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
surely.
Okay. There we go. Moose.
So wait, is this all automated so you don't even know who we're going through?
Well, I have to click the button that clicks run, but then
but
they
that's
just get put
sexy.
in a
Holy
folder.
shit. Oh my god.
And then final card. I actually don't know who this is.
Who do we think? What's the last roll? What
I
role
have
is it?
no idea. It's going to be
I don't
a
know.
support.
So we've had an off lane. Oh yeah, it's going to be a support.
Yeah, that was support, core. So it's got to be
Is it?
support.
Oh.
Snubs was pretty high.
Snubs. I
Yeah, I
think
think
Snubs.
it could
I
be
just saw a
Snubs.
high one on the last one.
was
we did.
27
yeah,
on
It might just be
Snubs?
because that's all I'm remembering. But
Oh,
oh, sorry, Saboteur, we slept on you, bro.
Saboteur with 32
Was that
imp
the
on this.
same game that we were talking about earlier? Oh no, it was the Void game, was it?
y-
It was
uh,
against the Void. we were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah.
So, well done, everybody. I'll send you your cards after the episode.
Amazing.
And,
When do I get a card, Henry?
well, I don't know if you've actually... MVP
I haven't
Plague
gone.
Ward card is lurking in today's episode. I'll send you a print, I'll send you a print screen right now. Have a quick look at that.
What?
It's lurking in the episode.
My Plague Ward, the one that
So
killed
you can
me.
find him. He's been because
Wait, what
actually,
happened?
did you see the original Plague Ward incident, Bojo?
No.
So
Oh, hell.
what happened was Matt shifted morph, like full agility, and a Plague Ward's last tick of poison sting.
It wasn't
Not even the right
attack.
tick. It was the poison sting, like 4
It was
damage.
the dot on you, so
Yeah.
you didn't even get surprised by it. Oh,
I was
mate.
TPing. I was TPing back to base to farm or to heal up, and I was just like absent-mindedly shifting. Because why would I be in danger? We won the team fight.
That's right.
And the annoying thing from that is
Anyway.
that I think turned the tides of the game. That one thing. It was so dumb.
It was a Venomancer enhancer.
Yeah. But there was actually
Wow.
a moment this week when there was a sort of mini MVP card that Edgar kindly and Charlie, I think it was Charlie actually kindly pointed out, which was Lucas's Plague Ward getting a tier 2 tower when everybody else on the map was dead on the team. So we all died, and then the Plague Ward got the tower. So he's just peeping up there.
Ward.
Yeah. Okay.
We love Plague Ward there.
We love Plague Ward, but what do we love more than Plague Wards?
Oh, asking Bojo stupid questions.
That's exactly right.
Oh no.
That is exactly right. So, first question from Higgsy is: has anyone given you funny looks yet when the bus driver talks about how they used to fly the planes?
Yeah. I literally last week. So for context, basically, I've recently lost my medical for flying. So I basically have still kept my role at the company, but I'm now on a day-to-day, not in the plane. I'm driving it's a Toyota Hilux with a big trailer behind it, which gets people back from where they land back to the get up area. And yeah, I had one the other day where the customer was chatting to me, and they were like, "Oh, so do you skydive?" And I was like, "No, God no! Like I've got common sense, and
Is it dangerous?
Self-preservation." No, it's not. It's not as dangerous as people make it out to be. It's safer than almost any other sport, but only because when it does go wrong, it's so bad. So it's so looked at. It's so looked at as needed to be safe.
Death every time if it doesn't work. The parachute.
No, there's a reserve parachute. So
no, I mean if there's no parachute.
If you're jumping out of a plane at 15,000 feet, you might be dead, bro. You might be dead.
There's been a couple of times where they've had what's called a double mal, which is when the main parachute malfunctions, so they use their reserve, and that doesn't work as required, and that people have lived. There was one that was quite famous with this guy called Emil who tried to kill his wife at Neverhaven, and I think that went on to a Channel 4 documentary or something, because she was so light and the parachute she was using was so big that even because it didn't fully inflate, she broke everything from the waist down but lived. So
what a
the
positive
was
story.
Already on the plane on the way to Spain to spend all the life insurance money, and then was like, wait, she's alive. Yeah, there's a documentary about it. It's crazy. I used to work there.
I've got one here. The all-time record for surviving the highest fall without a parachute belongs to Yugoslavian flight attendant Vesna Velovic. She was the sole survivor of a bomb placed aboard a flight, which saw her plummet more than 30,000 feet without a parachute. So she was believed to have survived by being trapped in a food cart, trapped by a food cart. Oh, so I guess she was in the plane, and the plane crash landed while she was in it. Okay, that's not quite what I asked for.
That's not falling from 50.
Okay,
but still, surviving the crash is mad.
I mean, that's pretty
cool. Do you think it'd be
and
allowed on
got
the pod?
Snack afterwards.
If we go on YouTube and type in parachute fails, or maybe Instagram Reels, parachute fails,
Let's
no
not do that.
parachute,
Let's not fucking
parachute gone wrong.
Let's not do that. I need some good PR so people watching the pod buy the skydives.
Yeah. So do you want to plug your company, Bojo? You can do that.
Yeah. Skydive Buzz, Wingwalk Buzz. Come and do a wingwalk. Come and do a skydive.
I'm gonna.
Don't do a wingwalk. He showed us the videos. That's scary. Don't do that.
Skydive Buzz. There you are. Is that you?
That's Bojo.
Yeah. That's actually Neil.
I mean, he's got a big nose.
The guy he looks really like the guy in Star Wars who's like, "Hey, Annie, you wanna buy a?" The guy with the big nose, the slave trader or whatever it is in one of the first Star Wars.
I can't even remember who
he
you're
looks
about.
well like him. But yeah, we do wingwalk. So the wingwalk thing's at the top there on the right. That little plane, the biplane. That's what we do with the wingwalk.
Whoa! Oh, what? You can stand on this motherfucker.
Yeah. So
but look at that radial engine. That's sick. Mm-hmm. That is sick. So you get straps on there.
13 of those a day, and then we do
Oh my god.
90, 10.
Oh my god, that is scary.
It's pretty mad. They've asked me repeatedly to go up and do it, and I'm like, go fuck yourself. No,
No,
chance.
no, I would never do
They have
that.
to do like a full we have to like get the customers to do this brief, and in the brief it just basically tells them like 10 times in a row that they're at chance of dying, and they have to like sign away at the end to say they understand they're like what they're doing is a massive risk. Because if the plane flips over, you're like the first thing that hits the ground.
Yeah, you are dying.
You're the nail and the plane's the hammer.
Yeah.
You're fucked. But yeah, it's fun.
It sounds it, bro.
But yeah,
You're
I
dead.
did get asked the other day, like, so you drive the bus here? And I'm like, yeah, I enjoy it. Like, just get to chat to the customers, stand in the sun, I enjoy it. And they were like, so what's your job role? Is it like on paper, is it bus driver? And I was like, well, I mean, my technical job role is chief pilot, but I don't fly, so it's a bit weird.
Skydive Buzz, look at that. So if you guys want to have a skydiving thing and getting driven to the place by Bojo,
you will get to meet Bojo, who's local.
You said I couldn't do that. You said I wasn't allowed.
You're not.
can we all just pull up to Bojo's gaff?
I would genuinely love that, because in a work environment, I would chat to you.
Okay. Okay.
Matt, I'm
Where
on my
is it?
tablets now. I'm not the same with the anxiety, Matt. I'm good now.
You literally told me the only
You
thing
can also
you would
go
not
round
do.
to Jeansy's house afterwards, because Jeansy's pretty close to it.
Bro, that's
and
fucking
Daggy's
yonks.
and Daggy's pretty close to it.
You'll never guess where I am this weekend.
You're in Honiton.
I'm in Exeter.
You're in Exeter. Oh mate, come on down.
Shall I actually pop in and see you?
Yeah. Pop in.
Okay. What?
For sure.
Oh wait, no, you don't work weekends, do you?
Yeah. We're open Wednesday to Sunday.
Wait, how do I find you? Can I just message you and be like, "Yo, I'm popping in for 10 minutes"?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, sound. I'm doing that.
I'm
Sick.
so mad right now.
Yeah. Come on.
It's literally like I was like a year ago. I was like a year ago, and I was like, "Oh, can I come down for a skydiving thing?" And he's like, "No, don't do that. I don't want that."
Henry's saying he wants to see me. He just wants to see the MILF.
Bruh.
Spec
I just want to see a bit of MILF spec. No, I don't.
You know.
I don't for any girlfriends and partners watching this of mine. Plural. No, I'm just kidding. You think there's more than one? Anyway, moving swiftly on to question 2. What's your dream IDL team?
Oh shit.
Dream IDL team.
I
guess this counts for any players, like no skill required or all skill.
This is like as in like for enjoying rather than actually winning, right? Like
I guess
play
whatever you
style
want
and stuff like that. Yeah, I would probably go with me pos 4, Snubs pos 5, and you'll start seeing a pattern shortly. Monty mid, probably Nick pos 1, and Jeansy pos 3. That would probably be my.
That sounds like quite a balanced IDL team as well.
I mean, it would be broken as fuck. You couldn't have Nick and Jeansy on the same team ever.
I think you could.
You wouldn't have me
in this like we've got Moose and Edgar on the same team. I think we can have Jeansy.
Yeah, I suppose you could. Yeah. I mean, that would be insane. So like the season where Monty first played and I think Carl was captain, the plan was basically that they were going to get like Nick, Snubs, Monty, and then I think it was going to be, if I was playing, and I ended up not signing up, I was going to be their 4th pick, and then the last one of the team was going to be who's oh my god, they've got like 10 names and I can't remember any of them now. Mooney, who's also known as, god, what's their IDL name? Shit. I know them as Mooney because I play with them. It's the one that JJ got their name wrong, even though they had like 4 names that they could say correctly.
Lab.
Oh, Lab
Yeah.
though. Wait, Lab's name is Mooney. I didn't even know that. Maybe I did.
Yeah, so I think Lab's surname is Mooney.
His
and, like,
name's Adam.
We
Adam
first
Mooney.
met him in Adam. Yeah, of course, Adam.
It's not Adam, as far as I know.
What's his actual first name? I can't remember. Shit.
Lab.
I don't know if I got a name for him.
First name Lab, second name Dota on the passport.
I think there is a. Yeah, because Monty met him in a solo ranked game, and then we started playing with him regularly, and he was Mooney to all of us. And then when he joined the IDL, I think he wanted to sound cooler and went with Lab Dota. And it worked.
Lab.
Pretty cool. But yeah, I think that would be my dream IDL team. I think it'd be really fun. It'd be really competitive. But my God, when it went wrong, it would be toxic. Monty and Nick work really well together, but I've been in games where they lose their shit at each other, and you do not want to be in the firing line.
Right, question
Nick's
3.
got so much better than he used to be with his how chill he is now.
Yeah,
Having a kid's put in perspective that Dota games don't mean much.
You seem to be subbing a lot nowadays. Is being a sub and joining the Conservative Party directly related?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's actually, I've started subbing more now that I've left the Conservative Party.
By sub, what do you... I'd like to clarify.
Go on, clarify then.
Do you mean in Dota?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
okay,
it doesn't mean like I'm going to Subway loads.
That is not what I meant.
No.
I'm not talking about that on the stream, mate.
Okay.
We didn't get that on our...
Find out next week on our OnlyFans. Launching this Friday.
We asked Bojo for a list of no-go topics, and that wasn't on there. So,
did we?
sorry, guys.
I don't know if
no, we didn't.
There's no no-go topic. The Labour Party was one no-go topic. Apart from that, I don't think there was any. Okay, thank you, HZ, for those questions.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Thanks, HZ.
Next person is Schleby, who says, "Wait, Bojo, it might be over. Favorite IDL clip of all time, other than the Andrew C clip?"
There's a couple of really old ones that Connor's shown me, which I find hilarious. So if anyone knows the clip I'm talking about, they'll know it. But the best one that I can remember that's like PC, because it's like loads of old clips of people raging and stuff like that, which is what I find hilarious. The best one that I think Connor once showed me, and I don't know if this was an IDL clip or a game that he just happened to have a clip of. It was really, really old, like 5-10 years old. Was a clip of Nathan playing Shadow Shaman, and his play is to blink ulti, refresher ulti, the enemy's ancient, and as he blinks, the enemy puts down a Pugna ward, and he ultis, refreshes,
and gets insta-killed.
And instantly dies, and it's like such a funny clip. And I think Connor showed it to me one late night when we were both drunk, like trolling through Connor's like old YouTube videos, and he was like, "Oh my God, this one's amazing." I'm 90% sure it was Nathan. Nathan will be able to confirm.
It's not. That's not an IDL game, I don't think.
Is it not an IDL game?
I don't think so. But that is very funny.
It was brilliant.
I mean, technically, it counts as an IDL clip, really, because it's
yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think that one was pretty funny. Also, Monty going through the recent ones was Monty going.
Oh, Monty going through the portal.
That was pretty funny.
Oh my God!
Against my team.
Monty, no, that's the wrong base.
Yeah, just because it was Monty. He messaged me, so I hadn't seen the game, and as soon as I logged back on, I went in Discord with him to play a game of Dota. Like 2 days later, he was like, "Before we start anything, I need to show you this. It's such a cluster." And he was like, as I ended up there, I thought, "Oh, that's gonna be clipped," and he was already dead. So yeah, that one from the recent ones.
Yeah, that's good. Question 3 is a support Shaker enjoyer. How would you like to see the hero or the game change to bring him back to his roots as a roaming pos 4 instead of the current WMAX mid laner? Surely Daggy Shaker has to be stopped at some point.
Yeah, Daggy Shaker has been crazy. Who was their last person they killed, by the way?
Daggy's
Andrew
really bad at Shaker and should not be banned.
Oh yeah, of course. I forget you're on that team.
It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
So yeah, they're up there in the same. They're as bad at that as Bajan is at.
As Bajan is at Clockwork. Yeah.
So
if they keep making me pick it, I'm gonna get mad. But yeah, anyway.
It's a weird one because I'm actually one of those people that I'm really enjoying playing Shaker for at the moment, but that's just because I also go greedy with it. I basically the same skill build, unless there's like. The one exception is if I have to have a Yules in a game. If there's like an Axe or a Spirit Breaker or an Ursa on the enemy team and I have to buy a Yules, it changes. But other than that, every single game at the moment, I will just go Arcane Boots, Blink, Fire into then either a Octarine or Refresher, and it just feels amazing. If I can do that, and like the damage you put out is so fun. I'm still enjoying it, but you have to have a POS 3 with some cojones that's also tanky that can group people.
How do you get money though?
The as soon as you get the Kaya, your farming is not a problem because with Kaya Shard, you're...
How do you get the blink and then the Kaya?
Well, what you do is you get level 3, and up till level 3, you tell your POS 3 that you're not going anywhere near the enemy, and you're just going to use your Fisher if they run at them. Once you get level 3, you kill the support, because at that point you've got 2 stuns and a bit of damage.
That's 70 gold, right? Let's go from there. What's the next?
Then
4,000.
You do that again till level 6, and then what you do is just walk in the lane and hit R.
I'm liking where this is going.
It kills the POS 1 and also farms you
300 gold. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then
maybe
from
you
that
should
point
start.
Onwards, you just
Maybe
run
you
around.
could start you could start doing ancient stacks with it, Shaker, as well. You could go back and start before you're level 3. You could go be making ancient stacks, and then you could just go clear them when you get level 6.
You wouldn't be getting level 3 then because you wouldn't be in the lane.
Yeah, but you're planning for level 7 Bojo to get a million gold.
I mean, I don't know what my farm's normally like. I'd have to pull up like one of my game. I don't even know like what my good farm is.
That's my trouble. That's my trouble with Sport Shaker. Yeah, maybe it's like you're like not necessarily. Maybe it's like a bias thing where you're remembering the good games and being like, I don't think I was underfarmed. But then you don't remember the games where you don't really help your offlaner and they go 0-6 and then the game sort of falls apart.
I'll look
I don't
at
know.
strats and see like one of my recent games or something because.
Well, that's not necessarily a call out. It's just like
no.
I don't know.
As
Sometimes
in,
it is
I don't
really
know
difficult to get Shaker off the ground.
Yeah, yeah. There is certain times. I will say there's certain times, and only by playing lots of Shaker have I got to the stage now where I'm happier to not show up to a fight pre-blink than I am get told I need to be there. Like sometimes when you're a support and you're like POS 1's joining a fight and you're not joining it, the POS 1 will be like, oh my god, we need you here for this team fight. And I'm like, no, I haven't got blink. Fuck off. Like if you want to take the fight 4v5, that's on you. But until I get blink, I'm chilling. Unless it's like, an easy fight. But the amount of times when I first started playing Shaker where I got forced into joining fights and like bent the knee and then thought, why did I do that? Like that was so bad. But yeah.
Cool.
I don't really think it needs to change much.
Yeah.
I think once you as you say, Matt, it's a long time, but once you get Shard and Kaya, every Fisher clears a whole wave. You don't need any follow up. The only one that survives is the Black Bearer.
Nice. Okay, question from Wraith King Enjoyer. What is your favourite moment from playing with JJ, me, last season?
It's not true.
It's not
my
JJ.
favourite moment for sure, and JJ, even if this isn't you, I've told you about this before, was the game that we played against Finn's team. Game 2,
should I find this?
So we lost game 1, and game 2 we played against Finn's team, and Finn was playing. Maybe JJ was playing. What was he playing? Anyway, basically, like at the end of the laning phase, JJ was.
Who are you playing, Bojo?
Despair. I was playing Rubik, I want to say.
Oh, I know what game. Is this the game where like Pete? Was it Pete on your team?
This
where
one.
Pete went like. Where he went
This
like he went like 10 and or 0 and 10 or something.
This was the game. So laning phase, like at the end of the laning phase, we were fucking in the bin so badly. Like everything that could go wrong had gone wrong. Yeah.
I don't think it's this game then.
It's not this game. Is it the when Pete was playing Wraith King and like he just completely fed his brains out or something?
Be. I don't know. I can't remember what I was playing now.
Were you playing?
But basically,
what?
I can't remember.
Oh, was this one of your last games? Like one of the last ones you played?
Yeah, like. Oh, maybe I wasn't playing Rubik then.
You playing Werther? Oh, I bet it was this. Wait, was it this one?
This was against Finn's team, yeah.
Yeah, did we start off massively in the bin and then come back?
Not massively. You're actually winning.
But yeah, pretty big.
But JJ was full despair. So like it was JJ was like, "Oh, just let them end. What's the point? We've lost already." Like because we had to 2-0 them, I think, to get to the next bracket, and we'd lost game 1. So like the us winning the next game didn't actually make a difference to our like IDL. And JJ was like full despair and like, oh, you know, the game's over. What's the point? I was full of despair, and then like 30 minutes later or something, we were absolutely shitting on them. And JJ was like, there was a point where Finn went to do something, and JJ either like stunned him or silenced him or whatever it was. And he was like, "Oh, little bro, you want to be able to do a spell, do you, little bro?" And I was like, "Oh my god, just think how you were 30 minutes ago compared to now, man." And he just burst out laughing, and we all just had a good laugh about it. But the turnaround,
Bro got little broed.
Yeah, he went from like, "What's the point? Life's over. I'm gonna Google trains near me," to being like, "Hey, little bro, you want to play the game?" Because he was on such a hype. It was really good. Those games feel better when you win them, like definitely, than just like rolling people.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that was my favorite game.
Okay, next one. Fuck, marry, kill. Brian Steele, the original inventor of the carpet, the original inventor of factories. Okay.
Oh, so this is Pete that's done it. Okay.
Yeah, this is Pete. It is Pete. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Brian Steele?
Oh, Richard Arkwright. Fun fact about me: I actually have an educational scholarship, which is called the Arkwright Scholarship by this guy who invented factories.
Okay, so keep that photo up.
Okay.
Because at the moment, that's fucked.
Yeah, we're getting fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah.
We are losing you a bit, Bojo, by the way, on the camera. Are you able to turn
You're
the light
getting
on?
darker and darker.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Murray Spangler. Spangler invented the
Oh,
carpet.
Murray Spangler. Yeah, that's good.
And then
damn, that's
Brian Steele. Let's get a picture.
I don't know who Brian Steele is.
I'm guessing.
Should I know who Brian Steele is?
Oh, look at that.
Okay, right, you got fuck, marry, kill.
So, I think
he's portly.
He is
go
very
to the next
portly.
one. Yeah, but is he portly enough that I could pretend those aren't women boobs? Those aren't men boobs. Go to the next one. Yeah, I'd fuck him, the other guy, the first guy.
This guy.
And just
You'd
go
fuck
for
the first guy?
Yeah, I'd just go for a titty fuck. And then he also looks like he's got batty. And then this guy,
Bro does not have batty.
he looks like he's thick at the back.
Jesus.
He's definitely fat. Yeah.
He's thick.
Oh god.
And then this guy probably has loads of money because he invented the carpet, right? So
I don't know. I reckon he possibly didn't. I don't know, but yeah, go on.
I'd marry the guy that invented carpet, and then I'd kill this guy.
You kill this guy?
Kill this random actor.
Yeah. This random
young
bloke.
thug lawyer.
We
Wait, no, it's young thug's lawyer. Bro, free my boy. He did none wrong, except for rap about killing people who he actually killed.
There might be some throwback from that. Yeah, we don't even know who this guy is, so yeah, I'm killing him.
Anyway, yeah, okay, you're gonna kill the guy you don't know. Okay, great.
Yeah.
What's your favourite place in Somerset or the West Country more generally? I'm JJ.
I'm JJ. I think my favourite place in Somerset, other than my work, which not many people can say, I do genuinely enjoy my work, is probably there's a walk from Branscombe to Beer, and during that walk there's a cave that has a rope coming down from it, and you can climb up into the cave, and it's like a massive cave the size of like 4 rooms, and it's completely dry. And
is this the one you sent the snaps of? Yeah, I remember seeing this one. It did look good.
It's sick. So that's probably
it's
my
a longer
favorite
walk.
spot. Yeah, it takes about an hour either
I just
way.
realised I just typed in Beer Head as the location, but yeah, this is head on. Hold on, I'm gonna find this cave. Whereabouts is it? Branscombe Beach.
So zoom in, and then it's like right of that a bit. See the lookout tower. To the right
right in the right, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like directly below that.
Here?
If you zoom in, see, go. What's that like purple image there? What's that? What is that?
That might be the cave. That's the cave.
The Undercliff Cave. That's it. So you climb up to it, and then basically you can camp in here. It's totally waterproof. So that's the rope that comes down from it. Yeah. So there's a rope that goes down, and you just pull yourself up the rope.
Holy shit! You like have to properly climb up there.
Yeah. Well, you don't need like climbing equipment and stuff. You just pull yourself up the rope. It's
like that,
basically. Yeah. So just.
So not good if you're a bit chunkier than her.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
It's really cool. It's massive inside. There's so much space.
That is a nice beach.
It's a nice speech. Well, I'll go back. There was Stuart Cumming there. I saw
What?
the last one.
Stuart Cumming. Oh wait, his profile
Dude, he got
picture.
bullied at school. I'm so
this
sorry.
poor guy.
That is a sick cave.
We had a
That is a
skydiver
sick
the other
cave.
day who came in to jump called Tina Cockburn, and that went down
Oh
well.
no.
Ooh.
Do not fall, it hurts.
Yeah, see?
Are they gonna dap or something? That'd be cool. No, they're just gonna be posing.
Oh mate, if they did a clean dap with that cave echo, that would have
That would have been
that'd have got me.
warmer.
Nice. One of them.
Caves.
Yeah, it's
Can
really
the
cool.
pod see this, or is this us just like talking?
No, they can see that. They can see that.
Okay, no, that's good. I never know
Just
because
us
like we
watching
don't see.
cave porn, just everyone
We
else
don't-
ASMRing it.
Yeah, we don't see the recording bit, so I never know what
Yeah.
the video's seeing.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, JJ.
Thank you, JJ. Next question's from Toad. Have you shared Team of the Week?
Oh.
How did the
Oh,
review
he's
of the
getting
game of the week's games go? They went great, thank you.
They
Will
did
you
go
remember
really
to ask questions? I've remembered. Thank you very much,
Jesus
Twine
Christ,
Toad.
This guy.
I reckon it's Joe.
I don't know who the fuck it is. They have to watch it every week. So then people I know watch it every week. Ryan watches it every week without fail.
Oh, it could
does
be
he type
Ryan.
the same thing every time?
It's a different name
No,
for it.
so this person asks us the same questions each week, and we're
Right,
trying to
okay.
figure out who it is because I really don't know at this point.
I think it might be Ryan. It might be
It could be Ryan.
Warboss Worm was enough of
Warboss,
it.
Warboss, War.
When
Yeah,
the
it could
first
be.
Enigma came out of the bag, the second one was born. Twine Toad. Okay, next question's from Wongus. Who the fuck is
It's
Wongus?
Wongus.
This is a new one. There's just a new one popping up, bro. I'm sick of this shit. Okay, a lot of people have presumed you're a straight white male, Bojo. Please prove otherwise.
I mean, I can just drop the hard R if you want.
No.
Look at this tan. Look at this tan.
No, that
That's
is
it.
not on the podcast. Not on the
But
podcast.
that's the real color.
Okay,
Oh
moving
yeah, look at
swiftly
that. Look
on.
at the difference there.
You look like Donald Trump's skin color right now.
It's from China.
How
How was that impression?
That's if Donald Trump
Comes
and Donald
from
Duck
China.
had a baby. Construct the IDL team of the week for
Donald.
Donald Trump Duck.
Trump Duck.
Construct the IDL team of the week for throwing high ground and the best team to actually take high ground.
Oh God.
I feel
Throwing
like
high
the
ground.
best team for taking high ground is like just all the highest MMR players, right? Like
Probably. Well,
that would be
I
quite
would
simple.
say
JJ,
yeah,
I
the
put
people that
JJ
can
on there.
get a
He's
lead.
so good at taking high ground.
He is
Yeah.
incredible.
Oh.
That man with a 4-staff is terrifying.
the best person at taking a high ground, I think, in IDL is strangely quietly confident. I think he's very good at pushing high ground
Because he always picks Pugner.
because he always plays Pugner, and it's really easy when you have
Okay,
a Pugner on your team. for high
JJ
ground.
and
That's
QC
fair.
then. JJ and QC.
For actually taking high ground, who else picks heroes that take high ground?
I think
really
Jeansy's
well
pretty
then?
good.
I think
He always-
Ari's
pretty
hero
good.
pool is quite good.
I would say you as well, Matt. The amount of games
No.
where you've played natures
God.
and absolutely annihilated the high ground is infuriating.
Yeah, Henry's been on the receiving end of that this season already. So
Yeah, and I would also say Higgsy's quite good for that. The amount of times I've been
Higgsy
in a
is pretty
game with
good.
Higgsy where like you're losing a team fight and then you just hear him go, "It's okay, I've megaed them," and you're like, "Oh, like fuck,"
Yeah.
and then you lose. But how many was that? That's 4, right? Oh, and
no,
me,
that's 5.
obviously. I'm
Oh,
fucking
okay.
great.
Pete's the
of
super sub.
course, yeah.
Yeah, Pete's super sub. for sure. And the worst for going high ground,
Finn, JPK.
Story time.
Story time.
Will has got to be up there. Jace created. We can't miss
Oh,
out Jace.
Yeah,
yeah.
Jace.
And also,
Pete.
paradoxically,
Pete again.
Yeah.
they're quietly confident again as well.
Yeah, QC again.
Yeah.
Depending on
Nice.
what hero he's on.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good question. Based on vibes alone, which IDL players would make good pilots?
Oof.
Dan, this is the one you're thinking hardest about. Okay. Let him go.
I think
And then me and Henry
Nathan-
can't help. We can't help with this
Nathan.
because we don't
I
know.
think Nathan and Will. I think they've got like just the right amount of spectrum, like myself, like a nice amount, a nice amount.
calming amount,
which would be perfect. Like they're just very when they focus on a task, like I am, they just like zone in and crack on and do it. And they're probably more mature than me, so like if I can do it, they definitely. Yeah. I'd say those two come to mind. I think Finn would be horrific.
That wasn't the question, but thank you for telling us that.
Yeah. I also think JPK would be great until there was any air hostess.
Yeah, real, so like, real. Bro's joining the Mile High Club.
Straight to the back. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Nathan and Will would be good.
Nice. We've got questions
from
Ryan, which is how long hast thou yearned for the sky? I don't even know anymore.
Since I sucketh on my mother's breasteth.
Lovely. Good answer.
Favorite plane and also favorite breasts. Just adding it in that.
E51 Mustang and 34 Double D.
not mil-spec.
Mine that is kind of mil-spec actually. It's kind of
34 Double D. Yeah,
if
someone's got them, they're mil-spec by def.
Yeah, that's just definition mil-spec. Yeah.
That inventor of the carpet is definitely.
Yeah. He's mil-spec.
The inventor of batteries is mil-spec.
He is mil-spec. Okay, mine ears hath told me that thou playest the lute.
I can see it in the back.
No, nope.
No.
I don't.
No.
I would say play it, but Crisp is gonna ruin your day.
No, you're not. You don't get to see me cheeky strum on stream. Sorry.
Okay, this is from Bajab. Bajab
98 with the Herald
Bajab 98. Wait.
It's already been done. But
thank you. It's a different question. Whenever you cast, you seem to spot the critical elements of how a game is going to go, and important items and decisions you will need to make. Let me just start this again. Whenever you cast, you seem to spot the critical elements of how a game is going to go, and important items and decisions teams will need to make to mitigate threats before the teams themselves in a lot of cases. Relative to this cutting, insightful... fuck's sake. I should have just read this paragraph first. Relative to this cutting, insightful analysis,
it's so worth it.
Why are you not that good at the game?
That is such a good fucking question.
Because I crumble under pressure.
No, I think I've got the answer for this. I think the way you sit back and cast is completely opposite because you cast on analytics and you play on vibes.
100%. Also, when I'm playing a game, the only person I think about is me. Whereas when I cast, because I'm not in the game, I think about the game as a whole and all the individuals.
Yeah. No, that is genuinely a thing, right? Where you don't have the headspace to think about a lot of that shit while you're also pressing buttons.
Like when I'm picking like a shaker, all I'm thinking about is group. I want them to group. I want them to group. I don't think about like what's my next best item. What's this guy's item timing? Like shit like that.
You're manifesting the whole game.
When you cast, when you cast, there's time to look at all the things, and you have the access to all of it.
Yep. Question 3. If I wanted to get into skydiving, is doing AFF all in one the best way? I want to, but it's Spenny.
Yeah, 100%. Go to Spain, get it done in like a week and a half. It's 10 jumps in total. And it'll cost you like $2,500.
What's AFF?
Accelerated freefall. It's basically learning to skydive. There's 2 ways to learn to skydive. The first one is static line. So like when you jump out of a plane, your parachute is attached to the plane by a cord, and as you come out, the cord pulls the parachute out. That's static line. And then AFF is basically your first jump you do as a tandem jump. Your next jump you do after that is on your own in the air, but with 2 instructors that fall either side of you and make sure you're stable and stuff and make sure you can reach your parachute to pull.
Yeah.
And then you go through different levels with those instructors. So like the first 3 levels, there's 2 instructors with you. The next 2, there's 1 instructor with you, and after that, you're jumping on your own, doing tasks they've set you to do, like backflips in the air. Or one of them, my most favorite one is the unstable exit. So, instead of taking them to 15,000 foot, we fly them in at 8,000 foot, and they have to get in the door into a ball, and the instructor literally pushes or kicks them out the plane, so they like spin as they go out, and they have to then get stable, and as soon as they're stable, pull their parachute. And it's really cool to watch because like you get to do a like this is Sparta moment with them out the plane, which is quite cool.
Did you actually do skydiving, or do you just do the planes?
Fuck no.
Like, no, so you haven't done any of this, but you know
I've done
the
two
process.
tandems. No, yeah, exactly. It's just literally exposure to the sport, like
Right,
I've been in
gotcha.
it. And like my normal end of day is I'll be sat around a table with like 20 instructors that all do it all day and just listen away to them. I think it's a really cool sport, and if I had the guts, I would love to do it, but I don't.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think
couldn't do it.
I think
I'm too
there's
scared.
no sport like it in my opinion. Like people once they've got their license, they can go anywhere in the world and just literally it's roughly like £25 anywhere in the world to get on a plane. You just turn up. They just turn up with their documents. So what loads of people do is every holiday they go on, they pack their parachute, and then, like, say they're in Greece for a week, they'll jump at Greece, like, and experience that and stuff like that. It's really cool.
That's cool.
I don't know. Darts is pretty close, though, isn't it?
Yeah, similar.
Yeah.
Need to have good aim and be able to move through the air.
We have questions from Anonymous. Maybe content being anonymous.
Whoa.
Earthshaker used to be a powerful net
no.
worth user that had no
No.
efficient way to farm, giving the hero a greed factor to compensate for its powerful spells. Do you think Dota should roll back the ability of all heroes to farm efficiently, as we've seen things like the nerfs, with things like the nerfs to Nyx and Clock, so there's more of a trade-off in picks, or is the game better because people have more options from their purchasing power?
I was kind of gutted about the Nyx change, and I don't even play Nyx a lot, but it feels like there's no way to get, unless you pick Nyx as a core, it feels like the support element of him's definitely got worse. Like, he used to be able to, like, in the lane, you just turn every now and then to creep, nuke it, and get the gold from it, and that meant your timings for things like, I mean, it was really just a timing for Dagon, which kept you up to pace with other people being able to out farm and get mitigating items for it. But yeah, I think I also though don't think there should be a hero that could do everything.
Shakira does, though.
I mean, Shakira doesn't have any gank potential.
Any
And it's
hero's
got
gank potential with a blood grenade.
And it's got shocking mobility.
That is true, but
Like,
Shaker also
there's
has
big
shocking
negatives.
ability. Like,
But you buy a blink
default.
on him because he's good
You
with
buy
it.
blink
Like,
on Shakira.
yeah,
No,
but he's shit,
hell
it'd
no.
be shit with it. You'd blink on top of them and then do 2 seconds
Blink,
of casting
ice
ice path.
path.
You'd be like, I'm here.
Ah!
And the enemy just blinks
Don't
away
move,
at the
don't move.
exact same
Hold on,
time.
stop.
Yeah. But maybe
I
that's the
do
new
think
meta, right? The blink,
Yeah, could be.
the blink Yules set up for ice path into loads of damage, like amazing.
That is,
but yeah,
Blink yours could be a thing, but it's your same thing with your Blink Kaya. Requires 35 minutes to get online.
and then when you get there, all you do is blink Yules, and when
Yeah.
they land, they could just like have a Yules or
Or
like have a
farming them.
BKB. Yeah, they're still not stunned. But yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I think like heroes that have got those nerfs so they can't do everything have been so far for a pretty decent reason. I played Nyx once after that patch, and it felt like as a support it was shit, and I think that's probably a good thing. I imagine if you body the lane because you have a strong laner, you could still get your timings quick enough that you could. I mean, it used to be a case of Nyx would do nothing in lane, the POS 3 would get nothing, and then as soon as they hit 6, they'd just kill the POS 1. And then from that point on in the game, any core would just die from Nyx, and it felt ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Whereas now, at least, because he's got to get those timings at a time where the cores will probably have answers to it, like they'll have some magic resist or they'll have some burst protection or something like that, that they can sort it. So yeah, I think it's fine. I think it works. There's still some really greedy POS 4s, which, like, when you click them, you know you're greeding. Like, you know, like Shaker, for example. But David, all day. All day.
The question being David Attenborough or Richard Attenborough.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about the audio listeners. Sorry. In
That's
fact, to be
fine.
honest, I've forgotten about them for this whole episode. So if you haven't
Oh,
understood
sorry.
anything, I apologise. Shout out
Yeah.
to
Sorry,
you
Pete.
guys. You're all
For the
real
audio
ones.
listeners, that guy that invented the factories had Yat. For the audio listeners, all right?
Do we need to Google 34 double D?
Can't get him out of my brain.
I'm not Googling that.
34 double.
In fact, hold on. I could Google it on the other.
No, let's not.
You're granted a one-time ability to change the world's natural geography. Assuming all the sensible things like the world doesn't immediately trigger a billion tsunamis as a result of the change. What are you doing with this power, for good or evil?
It's one thing.
I'm removing Luton.
No, that's natural. That's not natural geography. Unless you want to like dip it below the ground. So
I just want to remove Luton. Like it just goes.
Just one estuary runs off the Thames into a big bowl at Luton.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that.
Just fuck Luton.
We'll keep the airport though. But
Ability
just
to change the world's natural geography. I'll probably just get rid of the sea.
What?
We don't use it.
Wait, sorry.
Wait, hold on. What, all of it?
When was the last time you went for a party on the sea? Maybe a little bit, but like if it was just all land, it'd be well more usable, wouldn't it?
We'd have more space probably, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Put the sea somewhere else.
Well,
I mean, like
that is true. If you remove the sea, you couldn't trigger a billion tsunamis.
yeah, exactly. Tsunamis, thing of the past.
Hold on, shut the fuck up. Where are you putting the sea?
Yeah, to be fair, you said if you could just put the
that's
sea.
Someone else's problem. That's someone else's problem.
Put the sea on the moon. Put the sea on the moon. Pipe it up there.
Yes.
With a big pipe.
No. I'll tell you what. How about this then? How about this, right?
Yep, go ahead.
Half of the world is sea. Half of the
It
world
already
is
is.
land. But no, it's 70% at the moment. We're cutting down 20%.
Okay,
there.
so you're going to cut 20. Okay,
We're doing a 40% switch there, and it's all in one place, and the land's all in the other place.
So
So
it's
let's
half
put
and
the sea
half.
At the poles,
It's
right?
chronosphere.
So all of the poles are sea, and then all the middle in a big band is land.
like
It's
a
a
ring.
tube.
So you just wouldn't need ships. It'd be easy. You'd be able to cut down. Think how many emissions you cut down if there was no ships, because everything went by land. You could have trains taking everything everywhere. It'd be sick.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, you've just ruined global geopolitics. Like there's gonna be wars everywhere. Like you've ruined the world, but well done. You've done a really good job.
No, but hey.
You think the only reason people don't do wars is because there's water between them?
No, you've just moved all the countries all close together. Like you've just smashed them all around.
Sort it out, right?
Are you gonna sort out the borders as well?
It'll be sorted. It'll be sorted.
Yeah, next time we have you on, we'll do a borders on this ring world.
And actually, he's gonna move Russia to be bordering USA and China.
Oh hell!
And Taiwan.
Oh hell!
Yeah. The big five right next to each other.
My eyes.
Right, good questions.
Oh, that is a good question, actually.
That was a good question segment. We've got.
Of a question.
Let me move to IDL Street. Hold on.
Yeah, we got to do our IDL
this,
Street tier list,
What's
and then
this?
that's.
This is just ignore that one. People can't see that. Don't say it out loud. IDL Street. Here we are. Okay, so this week on IDL Street we have chef ability.
Chef ability.
This is how good this person is as a chef. And to be honest, we've got some good submissions this week.
Yeah, we have actually.
So people can. I won't put them on screen, but people can have a look and have a scroll through IDL General. There's been some great, and I mean really good, submissions. So starting off with Sleepy Alex, I think Sleepy Alex. I've heard and I've seen. I think in the past that Sleepy Alex is a good chef.
Are we talking like just to clarify? Are we talking
actual cooking?
Dota
Cooking.
chef?
Cooking.
Actual
Okay.
IRL. It's IDL Street. This is like just if we're living on. Did you watch the podcast episode where I introduced it?
Yeah. Never miss one.
Okay, yeah, but just to remind those who didn't,
He's absolutely lying.
just to remind those who didn't, basically IDL Street is happening in the future when any one of us gets rich enough to put everybody in IDL on the same street, and you have to live with your team for that season, and then everybody moves house. Yeah. So this is how good they are to live with. This is how good they are at drag. This is how good they are as a chef. So this is So Sleepy Alex, I think I'm putting in an A.
I haven't heard anything to discourage that, so I'm okay with
Me
that.
neither.
You guys might need to do, because I can't move my Discord screen, so you guys might need to have a look around. Has Higgsy sent anything? Because
I
I'll
would
look.
say Higgsy is going to be low down because his girlfriend/wife cooks everything for him.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
she brings him loads. She was bringing him. One thing I found out about Higgsy today, which is quite relevant. Do you know how you like pick at cherries and just like chuck cherries in your mouth and eat them? Like if you got a load of cherries, he does that with mini tomatoes. So he just sits popping tomatoes in his mouth while he's gaming. And
What on
yeah,
earth?
she brought some tomatoes in today for him so he could munch
Okay,
them while he was.
so we're going
playing
Higgsy at a D then. He does not cook.
Yeah, I think so.
He
Yeah.
does not cook.
He's made us make funny, weird
I
faces.
mean, he
in
might,
regards to it, so
but I
yeah.
just know that his other half definitely does a lot of it.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, Bojo, with any of these, if we don't know, we just have to go what we think. We just go on vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
so just make it up. Yeah.
Jerry, I have no idea. I actually
Well, I
Plays
mean, based
Ark-
on his
plays
previous
Ark
scores,
Gordon.
we should give him an A. I think based on his
Plays Ark
previous scores.
Gordon.
he plays Ark Gordon, so
must cook.
he must cook. Yeah, so I think A. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ryan.
let's keep it going. A train.
Okay, Ryan.
Yeah, he's putting some good shit.
Ryan's
Where
Actually.
did
put
they
it-
send this into, by the way?
It's in IDL General.
IDL
You just
General.
got to scroll
can
up.
if you want, you can copy and paste them into this chat, and then I can see them. If you want me to put them on my
Yeah,
screen.
this is Ryan. Ryan's veggie lasagna.
So
It's
this is
looking
Ryan's
banging.
veggie. Well, it's actually
There you
it's
go. I put it in.
it's actually got
Boy.
You haven't put it in.
You
I have. It's loading.
Okay.
It's big.
Okay. Ryan's lasagna here.
Naughty little slut. That's beautiful.
Yep, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yep. So Ryan is comfortably in an S tier here.
And that's
Yeah, I
veggie. That looks so nice.
I know.
I'm not one that normally has veggie stuff, but that looks well
I know.
good.
It's incredible. Jasper, has Jasper put anything in?
I haven't seen anything from Jasper.
No, so we're gonna have to go C tier for Jasper, I think.
Jabba.
Oh.
Although it does, I would say D, but it does cook. Like, does actually cook in
Yeah,
terms of Dota.
I
So,
believe, yeah.
okay, Semmel. Now,
Oh, we'll put in
Semmel put in
pictures.
something. Yep, send that bitch in.
hang on, let me find it. Where is
Send that
it?
bitch straight in. It's those little pig
Oh, yeah.
tarts.
Yeah, got them. I don't know what they are. I don't know if it's savoury or sweet. I can't tell.
No, I can't
I
either.
think because that could be like potato
they're
and
custard-
cheese,
they
but it
could be
also could be
custard tarts.
custard.
I
they're
think
custard.
But that could be a cheese on top though as well,
Could
couldn't
be,
it?
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Good.
I can't tell 100%.
Either way,
but
they
it
look
looks
nice.
good.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Looks fucking
that's pretty decent to make.
Yeah.
yeah. So that is going then
level,
at
by the way.
S tier for Semmel.
Yeah, folk show.
Story time. Have you seen anything from story time?
I don't think so.
Just having a look now.
I don't think so. So, I'm afraid story time.
I think for some reason part of me thinks Will's good at cooking. I know for a fact he does massive batch cooks. Like he cooks like 14 of the same meal and has a massive freezer where he stores them all in. He
Okay.
does huge batch
So
cooks.
good
So I know
cooking-
he does cook.
Good cooking, but frozen food. So B.
Oh yeah.
B-
yeah,
B
fair
tier?
one, fair one. Yep, yep.
What do we think about LA's cooking?
I think same
Mm,
applies, right?
yeah,
They live together.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Okay, B.
Or maybe
ba-
we say that because Will cooks, Ellie doesn't get any.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Moose. Has Moose put anything in?
I'm just closing my curtains because
I don't think Moose has put
I've
anything
got
in.
flies coming in the room.
So I'm gonna. What do you think, Matt? Has Moose put anything in or no?
I haven't seen anything from Moose. Sorry, I'm just
And
scrolling
he's
through my
named
camera
after
roll.
a food. We've got to put him high up.
Oh, that is true. I was gonna say D, but
He's named after an animal, but yeah, all right.
No, it's the food, bro.
okay. Well, we'll go
Oh, you
C.
think
We'll
it's-
go C. Ed Scaife.
Okay.
Has Ed Scaife put anything in? I think.
Oh, I didn't see anything from
But
Ed. I know
think
Seb's
Ed
put
is
stuff in.
no Seb's put stuff. So Ed must be eating good. So maybe we go like a B for Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I think Ed he lives on his own, or like he lives in like a flat share, so he has
Maybe
to
he has to
cook
be an A then.
at least a bit.
Yeah, it could be an A then. Okay. Okay, me. I am comfortably in D tier. If there was a lower
Yeah, you're
tier,
not good?
I'd be in it. The only thing I can cook is cocktails and fish fingers
Oh,
in the
that's better than me
microwave.
then.
Jeansy. Does Jeansy cook?
I don't know.
He's. Oh, I was going to see if he was in a voice
Nice.
channel. I was going to ask him. Jeans, yeah, it's going to avoid confusion if we change it because
Pop
we have
into
got
someone's
confused the last
IDL
couple
game
of times.
and be like, "Can you cook?"
Yeah, that sounds like the sort of thing I would do.
Okay, so
I don't
Jeansy
know. I think he does all
he
right.
probably does. Let's go B. Edo,
Yeah.
I think cooks. I
He
think,
must do.
but I can't quite remember. So we'll go A. Lab Dota, has Lab posted anything? I don't think so. So, Lab, you're 40, so you must be able to cook.
You
A.
must be
Yeah,
able to cook. Yeah, you
100%.
fucking must.
Yeah.
You must.
Matt, can you cook?
I can. I was just looking for pictures of some of these cheesecakes I've been making recently.
Okay.
But hang on, let me scroll back up to the top.
Okay.
Because I took one recently. Just pass me over for a second.
Okay. Does Pete cook?
There you go. It's a nice cheesecake I made.
Okay, let's have a look at this cheesecake.
It's a low fat.
Ooh,
Oh no, not low fat actually.
It's crispy.
It's a no crust cheesecake.
Yeah.
Healthy, actually.
Okay, so what do you think? You think you'd be an A?
I think I'm S because I cook everything.
I don't think
cook
you
everything.
can be S because I swear you told me once that you put something straight on the cooker rather than in a pan to cook it.
Look,
Okay,
no,
okay,
I heat up wraps on the hob. I don't use a pan. If I'm warming up a
raw
hat,
dog it on the hob. That's crazy.
yeah. If I'm warming up a wrap, I don't need
nah.
to. I don't need it.
That's a
Throws
violation.
a fire hazard.
Alright.
Okay,
It's an electric hob. It's fine.
Does Pete cook?
Pete does cook.
Why did I remember
Pete's
that? I swear
vegan,
that was
so
like
I can't.
3
I'm
years
afraid.
ago you told me that.
I do like eating, especially Quorn stuff, which technically is vegan, but I like meat also. So whilst all respect, I guess you have to be good at cooking to enjoy being vegan. That is my other thing. Like,
yeah, I think you need to have some
You need to
skill
have
at
some
cooking.
speciality.
Otherwise, it's just all going to be a bit rubbish.
Otherwise,
I think.
it's always the same. Yeah.
so what do you think? A?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay. It's a lot of A's today. Okay.
We're feeling positive today.
Saboteur. I think Saboteur.
S plus.
I think Saboteur's put in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some serious.
Yeah, no, some of the shit. Have you seen there's a picture of the cake that Saboteur did? Like, when it looks like a
It's literally
cartoon.
it's
Hang
literally
on,
a
let me
cartoon
find it.
cake. Yeah. Find that shit.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh my god! Yeah, I just seen
You seen it?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Send it in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I done it.
Sab slaps.
Wow.
He's ranked immortal at cooking.
Yeah, he's ranked immortal at cooking.
That is
yeah,
immortal.
for sure.
Okay, Daggy. Can Daggy cook? I think Daggy.
I don't think so.
Really?
I've got a feeling that Daggy can't, because I think we've been overrating Daggy quite a bit recently, and then I've been hearing about this in the team chat where Daggy's like, I don't know why people think I'm competent at things.
Okay, we're going D. D for Daggy.
So from now on, Daggy's got to be.
All I'm saying is, like, if
self-proclaimed.
Daggy's saying they're not super competent at a lot of things, I think cooking might be one of those things that maybe they're not.
Yeah,
so
fair one.
Yeah, Ollie. Surely Ollie's good at cooking.
I think so. We haven't got any evidence of it, but I
No
think
evidence.
I'm looking through. There's no.
But
ones,
vibes at B, I reckon.
Yeah.
Sean, I think another one that Sean can cook with the photography, so can cook in terms of actual food. That's my thought.
Yeah.
But again, no.
That is
No,
reasonable.
Sean put photos in and they were amazing.
Oh, did he?
Really? Okay, we need to see this.
Sean put like 15 photos.
Oh
Yeah.
Need to see.
They were absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah. Oh fucking hell. Okay,
Like,
yeah. I think we've got to put an S.
S plus.
I'm not going to put all of these in, Henry, but yeah, there's a lot.
Okay, let's have a look.
Like everything from pizzas to like
Quarter past
glazed
7 today.
buns to like.
7:15
Cornish
today.
pasties.
Actually, his.
Oh, he put them in for this
sausage-
episode specifically.
His
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Wow.
Look amazing.
Send those over, bitch.
Oh, sorry. Hold up. What the fuck?
But like
did you...
not hot dog, but like you know what I mean. Like it's like a
His
pastry
wieners.
hot dog.
His wieners look great. Okay,
It's
well,
a sausage roll on. It's a sausage roll on crack.
Okay. Can you send them to me?
I can send some of them.
Send just like one or two, just so I can show the pod.
I'm sending one.
Oh, I can forward
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Hang on.
forward it.
Has that done it?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
Wow. Oh my god.
And he's got clean counters as
Oh
well.
wow. Oh my god.
Yeah. He's S plus. That's the one.
Holy
that looks
shit!
So good. That one there looks amazing. Look at the pink
Look at the fucking. He's
like glazed buns as well.
Henry's gonna
It's
bust
so
them up.
good. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You can tell Sean uploaded the photo like this, like just sprinkling salt down.
Oh, that's Salt Bay. Yeah.
Bro, that is.
Now, where's the pink ones? Where's the pink
Oh, wait, hold
glazed
on.
buns? That's the. Oh, pasties.
Oh my
Them.
god.
Oh,
Okay.
they look so good.
Okay, that is S.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Okay, Samson, I've seen this guy cook. He's getting a C
Go
at
ahead.
best. He's getting a C at
I
best.
thought you were gonna pick him up then.
No, it's.
I thought you were. I actually thought you were gonna go D. I'm
Do not
gonna
let
lie,
this
I don't-
blood. Do not let this blood plate up a meal for me ever. Okay, pizza in the name, pizza in the cooking. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you've got a name
I
of
can't
pizza, you have
disagree
to,
with
right?
that.
Yeah,
Why have they got a line in dragability? Did I miss something on last week's episode?
not comfortable. So we'll
Gotcha,
skip any, and that
gotcha.
goes for anything of any of these rounds. For anyone who doesn't want, we'll just skip over.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
feel free to just
That's
send us a
fair,
message.
Definitely.
No stress, no mess. Ari.
Oh, D.
D. Okay.
E.
Okay, D.
Yeah, I
Matt, you're an
refuse to
Ari
elaborate
hater. You've
further.
given him. I tried
No.
to give him.
This is based on things I know that I will not
Okay,
necessarily share,
fair,
but
fair.
Okay.
it's related to cheese and ham toasties only.
Okay.
D.
Oh,
Okay,
damn.
sick boy, Falcone.
I can't imagine Falcone being able to cook.
Okay.
And that's just because I know him.
So
I
what,
can't
a
either,
D?
but I'm glad you said it, not me, because I've been the one that's giving him D's the rest of the time.
I think Falcone knows that if you and I are in something that decides him, he's gonna get a shit score, and he'd probably be disappointed if we didn't, because it would go against what we normally talk to him like. So yeah, Falcone, if you're listening, I stand by it.
Okay, Edgar. Does Edgar cook?
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does either.
Really?
I think he's like a fish fingers and like a
Yeah,
meal
I
deal.
think he's a simple
Sounds
sort
like
of
a man
like.
of culture.
You can be a man of culture and just eat fish fingers, like Henry does.
Yeah, that's me.
Does Edgar live on his own? Because then he has
don't
to
know.
cook,
No.
right?
Yeah, but I lived on my own.
No,
and-
but you don't have to cook. You don't have to cook
Oh
fancy.
yeah,
like,
I suppose. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so we're going what, C?
I think
Yeah, that's
C. I've got a
mid-board, isn't it?
feeling.
Yeah, G. I think
Got a
would be a
feeling.
great chef.
He's Italian. It's in his
Italian,
blood.
so he's
Yeah,
got
I
to
was
be.
gonna say.
It's got to be A, but
Italian
no
has to
proof, so I
be.
don't think he can be S.
Fair. That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
that's
Gold,
fair.
have we seen anything from Goldrian?
No, I haven't seen anything from
Okay.
Goldrian.
No,
I
nothing.
think he'd be a B
Right.
because he seems responsible.
Yeah, fair.
Lilith.
Ooh, we got anything from them? Let me have a look.
I don't think we got anything in from
I don't
Lilith.
think we have anything in from Lilith. So again, I think they'd be responsible. Actually, maybe touch chaotic, which I think would add to it. So maybe B again.
Fair one.
Yeah, I'm down for a B for baseline.
Yeah, Andrew.
Nah, he's playing too many video games to be
I
that
think-
good.
yeah,
He
I
won't
think-
have any time for
Also
it.
like a D.
I
Can't
think
be as
maybe a
good as
D.
you are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
can't
be as good
see
as
in
you
the
are
name,
at
see in the
and
see in
have
the
time.
score.
See in the name, see in the score. Okay, Bajan
Really?
claims. Bajan
Nah, but
claims.
Could you BCD?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fair. No. See,
I
I feel bad now. I feel bad being the reason.
Okay, Bajan claims to be a good chef, but we've not seen anything in the chat yet. So Bajan, if you're watching this section, we need to see some proof, and maybe we'll amend this next week. And that goes for anybody. We can do amendations. So for now, it's going to be A, but you can bump that up to S. Charlie.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's A tier. I think he's
I
A
think
tier.
so.
Snubs. Oh, where the fuck have I gone?
Any
Yeah,
insight here, Bojo? You're normally my man on the inside for these guys. So.
I mean, I don't know about Snubs.
What do you think,
I would
though?
say he's pretty.
Oh, that's nice of you to say.
Yeah,
He's just pretty.
it's pretty.
I think now that he's got a child and stuff, he's pretty responsible. So maybe he now does cooking. But I give him a B.
Give him a B.
Give him a B.
Okay, Vlapius. I think I've seen.
I know his style of cooking. His style of cooking he referred to the other day to me as water-based cooking. So I'm gonna say C at C at C.
Crazy.
C.
I think his cooking is functional. Yes.
Okay.
Why water-based?
Monty.
Because that's how the Dutch cook things. It's either like boiled or mashed. I think is what they do, or roasted.
So, I'm gonna say that I think Lisa probably cooks 90% of his stuff.
So is this a
because
D?
normally we'll be like gaming, and then he'll just be like, "Right, I've got food, I've got to go." But maybe he cooks loads, and he's probably told me this before, and I've forgotten. But yeah,
C?
give him a low score. Fuck him.
C.
Yeah, give him a D. Give him a D.
Okay.
Fuck him. Yeah, go ahead, Henry. Please, regale us.
I think there's a higher chance of you getting food poisoning than enjoying a meal made by JPK. Genuinely.
I don't know him IRL, and I would have said that anyway.
Like, genuinely. Like,
I just get the vibe that he just goes down and
Bro,
heats up a kettle and puts
he
pot
made-
noodles in and comes back to play.
like, this guy used to do cooking streams, and I would gag. I would actually
No way,
gag.
did he really?
Extreme.
He did a cooking stream, and I would literally gag. It was fucking honking. He's gonna be angry at me, up in arms that I said that, but honestly,
Can we find some of his old cooking streams at some point and link
mate,
them?
yeah, at some point we can
Please,
find
please,
I'd be
I
well up
need
for doing
this.
that.
I
I'd
need
Okay.
be well up
this.
for seeing them.
that. QC.
I
think
think
he
Nick
can
would
cook.
probably be very good.
Mm.
He's very
Yeah, I
like,
think so.
clinical with stuff. I think he'd be quite good with it.
Like A or S?
I think
Yeah, I'd
A.
say
I think
A.
We've not
we
seen
can't
any.
do,
so,
we can't
yeah,
do S without. I think S has to have.
picture.
Evidence. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's just amend anyone who got an S that shouldn't have.
No, I think we're clear on
No, I
that.
think we only gave to people that were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
know
Yeah.
Saboteur is good. We haven't had
Yeah, yeah.
pictures from Saboteur, but I know he's
No,
good.
I think we have in the past.
Yeah, we have in the past. Yeah,
Dev.
not recently, but yeah.
Dev.
Have someone in?
Don't know.
I don't think so.
There's not someone in, so I'm thinking. I'm
Wait,
not
did
sure.
we give Bajan an S or did we give him
No,
an
we
A?
give him an A.
Because he has put a picture of a lemon meringue pie he's just got out.
Oh,
of the oven.
okay.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let's have a
yeah.
look,
It looks
let's have a
really
look.
All right,
nice as well.
I skimmed past it, but we
okay,
do
okay.
have that.
What did we give Semmel, or have we not gone past Semmel?
No,
yet?
Semmel got an S because he's
Semmel
had some
got an
pictures and
S.
they
Yeah,
looked
good,
good.
good. I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh, you know what? That looks.
does it?
I would scran that.
Yeah.
Okay, Beijing goes to an S.
Yeah, just to be consistent with our own rules. So I guess A for Dev then.
A for Dev.
If we think he's
Yeah, I
going
think
to
he-
be
I think he's
good.
a cook, yeah. Nathan. I reckon Nathan's a good cook. I think we've seen some from Nathan in the past.
I think Nathan's talked before about cooking, and I think he was pretty into his cooking.
Let's give him
Yeah,
hold on. Let's give him a D and see if he actually watches the podcast.
Oh.
And then if he
Could
can
he-
play
Could he be the rules guy, the reminder guy?
He
maybe.
could be. He could
Maybe.
Be the reminder guy.
Well, if he's watching, we'll know.
Well, no.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Nathan, you get a D. Which will be
Yeah.
amended potentially
from
next
me
week.
from me and Henry.
I'll give him the D. Next we have Chrissy. Chrissy, I think, would be pretty good.
He's getting double D.
What?
34.
He's getting gangbanged.
Is that?
No, let's
Is
move
that?
on from
Hold on. Is
Nathan,
that what
move on from
Bojo was
Nathan.
referring to? 2 34-year-olds.
Yeah, 34-year-old double D in.
Okay. Oh yeah, true. Okay, Kiwi.
Anyway, Kiwi,
A B, I reckon B.
yeah, okay.
Well, you think lower? You think C?
I would think
I
Kiwi
think
would be
so.
quite good at a one-pot meal, but I think if there was multiple things happening at once, they get
Okay.
distracted.
Okay,
They're
let's
like
go
me.
C.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, Yam.
The names
not
of
sure.
food. You've got to give a high score, right?
I think
Yam
it's
is close
pretty
to
good.
Yum.
Yeah. Yam's
Okay.
also like so old, they must be good at it, a bit like Lab, right?
So old. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
I think I'm older than them,
Really?
which is what I was
Okay, so we're gonna go.
No, it's funnier.
Yeah, no, they are
I think A or
older.
B.
They are
yeah,
older
just
than
because Yam's
starch.
so fucking old.
Yeah, so it has to be what? A or we
They
think
got to
A
be.
or
If
B?
they haven't learnt by now, then they're never.
B or A? Which one?
Let's go with B. Let's go
Okay.
with B.
Custard?
Is named
did
after a
Custard send
food,
something-
think
and
Custard
he
sent
sent a
some pictures
photo of
now.
a like chive biscuit that looked well nice.
I'm happy to
Send that
dock a
over.
mark for that, so I put it to A.
No,
just
send that
because
over. Send that over.
It's got pretentious food.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if I would
chai
scram
and black
this, then
pepper,
it's going
no bits, so they look a bit dull, but they're grand. If he
Okay.
does,
I mean, they
something
look
as
like
well.
ginger nuts.
I will say they do look like
They look like ginger nuts.
they look
Slow
like
reveal.
they'd be very good consistency.
Oh, I
They look
reckon
a bit
you've
dry,
mentioned
they look a
that.
bit crumbly.
You joking? I think that'd be like turn creamy in your mouth.
I
could
think
be,
that would
like,
be really
gorgeous.
nice. I
Yeah.
think that's lush. Yeah.
I think that's
That's amazing.
absolutely peak performance.
Nice. I like the bowl as well. It's like proper like farmhouse style.
Like mum,
bowl. I
old
like
granny, like Snapfire's cooking.
Yeah, yeah,
Snapfire's
yeah, 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 yeah.
cookies.
Mm.
Tap why it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Snapfire loading those giant black peppers in.
Light of Steven. Light of Steven, I think is.
Why is he Light of Steven?
I
by
think
the
we've
way?
seen. I think we've seen cooking from Light of Steven.
Why
Nelson.
is
Because
he
it's
Light of
funny, Bojo.
Steven?
It's funny.
Just because it's funny. It
No,
sounds
right.
funnier.
Nelson is undoubtedly
Nelson was
S.
incredible. Yeah. He put
Yeah.
photos in. They look.
Oh,
God, the melon.
Arthur in the list. D.
D.
Arthur.
Okay.
I forgot we put him in here, but yeah, no, he can't cook,
So
and
his
he'll
only skill
only.
is drag.
Hold on. Actually, I feel bad for Nelson. I know Nelson definitely watches the pod. Can we get a picture?
Oh
of
yeah, I'll
Nelson's
get a
food?
picture. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll get it.
We need
Yeah,
to get
I'll
that on the
Yes,
screen.
yes.
Okay, Borky.
Yeah, Arthur only eats the only vegetable he'll eat is crunchy carrots.
Okay.
And that's, that,
Do they
that
have to be
probably says
crunchy
enough.
carrots? Can they
They
not be
can't
normal
be cooked.
carrots?
If they're cooked, he won't eat them.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go. Here's Nelson chefing.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Borky, I think. Oh, he's back to the strays.
As far as I
Back
know.
to the
I'm gonna
strays.
say D, Borky.
Back
Borky,
to
far
the
as I know,
strays,
I
Borky-
can't imagine you having the focus.
Yeah, as far as I know,
Seriously.
Borky's diet consists of beer and energy drinks. So.
Yeah. That's a good diet.
Stuff we can't say on stream.
Oh my god. That just
Oh,
That
looks...
does look good.
It's got fucking
banging.
chopsticks. Oh my
Is
god.
that, what is that on the right? Are they croutons?
That's
or are they
tofu.
like,
That's
Oh, it's
tofu.
tofu.
Mm.
I went to a Chinese restaurant with my Chinese friend, and it was very Chinese. And I actually just looked at them and said, "I'm white," and they just literally brought a knife and fork to me. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
So
No, I do the same thing. I
Because I
can't use
can't-
them yet.
I love using chopsticks.
I can't use them.
I find for some reason the food genuinely tastes nicer because you feel like you're like, I don't know,
You've worked for it.
engulfed in it. Yeah, well, no,
You're
not
involved in the
work, like,
culture.
it's not hard to do. Yeah. You feel like you're surrounded by it all. You know.
Yeah, I get you. Well, that's the S tier. Butterbeans, I think could be a spicy chef.
He's named
Not
after.
sure.
He's named after 2 different foods.
Well,
Well,
actually, just one food.
He'd be able to chemically engineer.
Huh?
Butter beans is a type of bean.
Or
Oh,
it's 3 foods then. It's
butter and
beans,
beans.
butter, and butter.
I guess it
beans.
could be 3 types of food. Yeah, I suppose.
So
Yeah.
what? A then?
And
No
butt,
proof,
if
but
you're
good.
into eating.
4 types of food.
4 times.
I'm happy giving Josh an A. I think he's responsible enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Sam would be good, by the way.
Really, what you reckon? Like an A?
A stoner food.
Yeah. He'd be able to cook up. No, B. He'd be able to cook
B,
up
okay.
a bag of crisps.
Bag of crisps.
Beef, a bag of crisps.
Beef a brownie infused.
Yeah.
Okay, Lucas. Could Lucas cook?
I think Lucas is quite bad.
Really?
I think.
Like C?
I think Lucas would be. Yeah, I think
Well,
he'd be
he's
good
living
in
on
the
his own
kitchen.
now, so he's going to learn, right? But
But maybe he's not good yet.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my
There's,
vibe.
there's
Okay.
room for improvement. There's room for improvement.
Yeah. JJ then would be.
I've seen his pizzas.
They good?
I think he looks. I think if it was a pizza ability contest, it'd be S. I think otherwise maybe A. As I know he can do pizzas,
Okay.
I don't know what else he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jace can do art, but can they cook?
I don't have a
Well,
clue.
that is not a good
Um,
face, Matt.
I think we might run into a daggy thing here, where maybe
is
we're
this an
overrating a certain person.
SSD?
SSD. Yeah.
Bro's,
go
bro's,
SSD.
bro's a hard drive. Okay, Seb. Let's bring up Seb. Seb's been waiting for this.
Oh
moment.
yeah.
The whole-
Seb's look
The whole
nice.
2 hours, 2 minutes, and 45 seconds for this moment.
Wait, how long have we been going?
2 hours, 2 minutes, and 50 seconds.
Oh hell!
The
olive
Henry, we need to stop with these long
Yeah,
episodes.
we need to cut this. It's just so fun.
Olive
We can't
bread.
stop.
Olive bread. Oh, and he made Oh wow!
We got
that
another thing from
pastry
Seb.
looks amazing.
Wait, hold on. Which one?
So
did you
lower
do?
down, like basically towards the bottom, like when you scroll to
Oh,
the very
yeah.
bottom, there's a
Yeah, got it.
there's but again above that there's more. He also sent in a like
Yeah,
what
no, I
looks
got
like
it.
a mushroom tagliatelle type thing. Or sorry,
Oh.
mushroom ravioli.
Look at that.
Pastry looks well nice. And
Oh
I'm a sucker
my
for some
God, that looks
salmon and
good.
some long stem broccoli. If that's lemon and dill sauce, mate. Oh,
Soundboard that.
that's
That
lemon
looks
and
fucking
dill. That's lemon and
amazing.
dill. Love it.
That is
So
amazing.
yeah, Seb can go in the
Seb-
S tier. I think
Seb
that's
is
fine.
comfortably S tier, I think.
It's all
Oh
my
dear.
type of
And
food that I
then-
would
Oh
love as
dear.
well.
Uh-oh.
We've reached the end of our list.
We've reached
I'll
the
tell you
end
what,
of the
though,
list.
Gonna be able to get you cheap ingredients from now on, boys.
Oh, that is
Let's
true.
do it.
Staff discount. Does it even get a staff discount? Sure.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Do you? Yeah.
That's got to be. Okay, so for
It-
that, maybe
who's
we
got
bump
to be
him.
D?
Bump
He's
him.
got to be D.
But he gets
Nah,
cheap food, so does that bump him up to C?
He's got to be D.
No.
He's got to be D.
Okay.
Surely.
D. D. So we've come to the end of the list, and that's the end of the podcast as well. Anything you want to say to the people, Bojo?
No, just like vote Tory.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, we've gone full circle. That's great.
Back to
Wonderful.
the start. Thanks very much for coming on. And hopefully
thanks,
everybody's enjoyed. It's been quite a long one, and I appreciate both of your times, multiple times.
Yeah, if anyone's still listening here or watching, next week is shaping up to be Yam. If not, potentially Bajan.
Bajan.
So we'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll
So-
keep you
so
posted.
that's-
The
Eyes
Tory
peeled.
continues. Then they're both big Tory fans.
Big Tories coming up. I heard Yams actually
Yam's
voted
biggest
reform.
story.
That's what I heard.
Oh,
Yeah. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching this week, and we'll catch you next week where, by the way, it's pod hostability. And thankfully, we've got 3 podcast hosts on next week for that one. So, from the high ground to the low ground.
What you guys should do, by the way, as a continuance, is whoever's on that week should say what the one in 2 weeks' time should be.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
So, like, I mean, I haven't got any ideas off the top of my head, but
Okay.
like, you know, that way you've got continuation, and it's
I see.
what could it be?
yeah, that is a good idea.
Clean ability.
I feel like that's
Okay.
livability. Is that like clean?
that is
it's kind of
livability,
yeah.
isn't it?
We covered that in livability, like not having a messy
um,
room, which is why.
So, drag
Finn got
ability,
a point knocked off.
ability, sportability. Like, who's sporty, or like hobby ability, maybe? I don't know.
Like
Trying
cool
to think of-
hobbies.
Yeah. Hobbies.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah, 'cause we can
here's
bring up
one,
Pete's
here's
Warhammer
one,
addiction.
Here's one.
Oh,
What about quiet night ability? So basically,
in
how
livability,
likely
I
you
think.
are to get a good night's sleep with them in your house.
like sleep ability.
Sleep ability.
Yeah.
Oh,
sleep
no,
ability.
Henry, we've gone back to fuckability. God damn it, no.
They're
Quick.
different, Matt.
Quick,
They're
quick,
different.
quick.
Abort.
Okay.
You guys, if I think of another one in the meantime, I'll say it. But
Yeah.
let's just do that for the pod. But yeah.
Okay.
I think that'd be a good idea rolling forward, right?
Yeah. Like that. Okie doke. Right. Thank you, Bojo. Thank you, Matt. Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody, for
No
watching.
worries.
Cheers.
And leave us a comment of what Bojo says right now.
Pussy.